Hey,
Oh,
What's up?
we live?
it's Three's company now.
It's
We found somebody.
if two's company, three's a crowd. Not really, not with us. Not with
We, we,
us.
we found we found the Cuban.
We, well,
I don't know if you
no.
can say that nowadays.
Okay,
Wow.
all right. I'm
This
sorry.
last
No,
two
we found
weeks
no.
is that's a
Very,
little
I'm
ooh,
sorry.
sensitive.
Okay,
it's a
okay.
little
Very.
much.
All right. We found the Dominican question mark.
Okay, that's
Plátano.
that's
I
that's
take
that's
it.
still that's still safe. That's still safe. Hey, you guys like that song? That song that produced? Am I saying it right? Produced by Logic? Am I
Yeah,
saying that right?
produced by Fady and
Okay,
Logic.
okay.
Yes,
Fade and Logic.
it's
Okay,
in the
there you go.
description. It'll be uploaded to YouTube shortly. We'll have his link in the description as well. And we're gonna play it at the end too. So if you guys didn't catch it in the beginning, we're gonna play it one more time when we close out. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of that.
Mm.
It was cool. Me and my buddy worked on it. We did a little touches to it last night, and yeah, I was happy to get it out
Okay.
here today. So that was pretty awesome.
Okay, so if you guys are just tuning in, let's shout out the chat. Let's shout out. I see who's in there. Matt is here. No worries about last week, Matt. It's all good. I see
Yeah,
Matt here. What's up? Who else is in here? I think Silent Hill. I see Silent Hill's in here. Elite
yeah,
is in here. What's up? Elite Ink Studios. What's up? Oh, that's Ink
yeah.
Studios. Somebody
Uh,
new.
Yes, somebody new. Well,
Okay,
that's DOF, but that's Kill for
but
Cash.
somebody new.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
that's
Somebody
Kill.
new.
That's
We
Kill for Cash.
love our new listeners. We do. That's what we do.
Yes.
But shout out to the chat. I'll keep shouting you out. Turpin's in here, I believe.
Yep.
So I'll keep shouting it out through the whole entire show. But as you can see today, we have a very, very, very special guest. On my screen, he's down below, some right here somewhere.
He's
Right
just
there,
there.
he is. Right there. He goes by Heartbeat or Heartbeat Beat, if you depend on who you ask. But he goes by Heartbeat. Um, if you guys tuned in from the early beginnings of the show 4 months ago,
The first podcast
literally the
that we
first
did
pod, yeah, when
together.
I
Yeah.
launched it, he was on here, and he's one of those. He's one of those. Every time I speak about, we've been gaming for years. Like it's been what 10 plus years. I think it's even safe to say
I did.
15 at this point.
About that.
About
Yeah.
that, yeah. So it's been a minute, but Heartbeat is one of those that will always be like he'll pop in and he has the keys to this anytime he wants. Today he dusted off his pod mic. He got his earphones on, his headphones on. He said, "You know what? Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me? I'm ready for this." And he's ready. He said it in chat last week though. He did say, "Hey, I'm ready for this Sunday," and he came through.
Yeah.
Heartbeat, go ahead, man. Introduce yourself to the world
Uh, what's
or to
going
the
on,
7 people in the
everybody?
chat. Huh?
It's Heartbeat. You can catch me on all the socials like that. Long-time gamer. First time on the podcast. First time doing a podcast officially like this. Of course, we always done podcasts like form, just talking between friends, and then we always said maybe one day we should just make it official. And this is very interesting listening to these two guys, come up with this thing and just bringing it to fruition. It's really cool because it's a lot. I would say it's a lot different than other podcasts. They really tune into the community and they really listen to you guys and they want to bring you guys entertaining, content. And I'm just pretty glad that I'm here to be a part of this. So welcome everybody.
Definitely. Oh, appreciate that. Kind words. Your money, your checks in the mail. But kind words from Heartbeat. Man, I'm telling you, how long we've been talking about this though, Heartbeat? Like it's been a while. I
A
mean,
long time.
for a long time we're talking about let's do something. I mean, maybe the technology wasn't there at that time, and here and there and stuff like that. I mean, obviously 4K wasn't around in that era, and these lightings we have now that wasn't a thing back then. But
2K wasn't around in that era. Let
2K
alone
wasn't even
four.
around, yeah. And we're not talking about the
Right.
basketball game. We're talking about the actual, you
Like
know,
yeah, 1440p
resolution.
resolution. Yeah,
Yeah.
for those playing the home game. Yeah.
So yeah, we've been talking about. I mean, for a while, all of us, we've been talking about this for quite some time. What can we do? And we did like little videos here and there, like montages. Remember those with the
Yeah.
YouTube montage with Call of
Black
Duty,
Ops One,
Black
Call of Duty,
Ops,
me throwing a tomahawk from across the
oh,
map,
and hearing
hitting
the
the
sound,
rocket,
and then
no,
just hearing the
hitting the rocket, and
oh,
then
hitting the
it
rocket.
falling down. Yeah, hitting the rocket, and then it coming down, and then hearing the sound afterwards. Yeah, that
It's
was
just
always.
back in those days we did a lot of montages. I mean, I still got those montages. They look horrible now, but in YouTube they look real horrible now. But like stuff like that we should do. So we always did something weird. Like we used like the when I think Call of Duty was the first time. I think Black Ops One was, then they brought the theater mode to it, and we like that was it. The theater mode was like, wow, this is great. The way we could do things, editing wise. It's like,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
wow, that was an awesome thing with the tomahawk chops and always going after the like the multi kills and all that and putting that on
Yep.
YouTube. Oh, 100's in here.
Hundreds
And
in here.
Dr.
Wait, wait,
Bro,
wait. We're gonna go down the list. Hundreds in here. Stones in here.
Stones in here. Stones in here. I want to shout out Dr. Vaca.
Dakota. Yep. Or yeah,
It's,
Vaca.
I
Is it
corrected
Doctor
myself.
Vaca?
It's
It's
Doctor
okay,
Vaca.
Doctor Vaca. Okay.
Unless it's different, but I need to shout him out because I was listening into I think 100 went on his Twitch this week a couple of days ago. He was doing the
Okay.
whole Call of Duty thing, and I heard Vodka say I'm a trader, and I went over to the PS5 side, at my Airbnb.
Yeah.
Look, bro, it was just a rental, right? I didn't buy the shit. It was a rental. I played it because I can't talk shit about it if I don't play it. So I went ahead and played it, and I can talk shit about it. Ratchet and Clank, not my game. We already said that, but Miles Morales will always be a game that I will praise from this point forward because it has it includes it's inclusive when it comes to the Hispanic or the Latin culture. It's there, so I will always talk that. So Vodka, that's for you. And I want to join you guys in one of those sessions with those Twitch things when you guys have a lot of fun, and I like that. Um, but yeah, so that's how we started. We're doing the whole Call of Duty thing with the editing, and then for years, like, yo, how we can do this? How can we do this? And we tried to Twitch, we tried different things. Everybody went individually, tried all different things. And then I guess the right opportunity now presented itself with the way where we're all at in our lives, and
Yeah.
said, you know what, let's do this. And I'm blessed enough to say, Logic, go. I'm down with it. Heartbeat now saying I'm down with it. Let's go. The words he said earlier. This is always something we praise every single week. It's just not something we go, oh, this is just once we get big, we forget. It's about you guys. When we do this, when we get the extra lighting, we get these little giveaways. See the giveaways? I got that back here. When we get these giveaways for you guys, these are things that we want to give back to you guys because we've been gaming for years, man. Some of us longer than others. I don't want the old joke, Logic. I really don't.
I'm not. I didn't.
I
That's
really
listen.
don't want it.
I mean, you did it. What?
Here we go. Here we go. But someone's been gaming for a while, and I can't even finish that. I just can't finish that. But because of that, like, this is like we decided this what we want to do. We want to the podcast is going to be, like Harvey said, different from others. You're not going to hear us here ramble about fanboy this, fanboy that. We're going to talk about Xbox. We're going to talk about the news and gaming. Today is two pieces in a console because you got two PCs here. They're going to talk. We're going to talk about the Steam Deck today, and we're going to talk about that. And it's not the Stream Deck, as I made the mistake.
Yeah, I fixed that in the YouTube, so don't worry about it. We're okay.
I mean, I called it a Stream Deck, and I got corrected in one of my tweets that I did. Some guy was
So
like,
that, yeah.
you mean the Stream Deck is
As
not?"
he was fixing his glasses. I want to let you know that actually it was
Yeah, he did the whole.
he hit you. Yeah, actually,
yeah. Actually, it's this.
actually,
It's not that. It's this.
it's
You got
not
it wrong,
Stream.
buddy.
It's Steam.
It's
But
Steam.
yeah,
So, but he corrected me, and I said, okay, let me fix that shit. All right, at least the tweet. I fixed the tweet. You fixed the whole YouTube
the Gabe gear.
thing,
I
so-
like that. That's funny, actually. The Gabe
What was
gear.
that? It does look like Game Gear.
Yeah.
It does look
All
like
right.
the Gabe gear. I get it.
So
Game
before
Gear.
we hop, skip, and jump, we're gonna do some catching up, I guess, real quick.
Of course.
With the week, Kills. How was your week? No,
Yeah,
nothing.
I mean,
Go ahead.
yeah, nothing.
Share with the class.
What did I do? Oh, I started playing this thing. I played it already, but now that it's optimized,
Time out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What were you playing?
Plague Tale.
Oh, I thought you said Destiny. I thought I heard. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no, you won't see me back.
I'm
No,
sorry. You sure? You sure?
Mm,
You sure I can't? You sure I can't? Just look. Okay.
No,
all right.
no,
Okay.
that's
So,
not it.
so
I will
Plague
play
Tale.
Destiny for like maybe 10 minutes, and then no.
That's like a 16-bit title to him. Like,
Yeah. No, exactly. I played Call of Duty because I'm back on that stupid ass game, fucking
Yep.
shitty ass game. Back on that game, and it sucked me in with the whole battle pass and shit. You know what's funny? I bought the battle pass again, $10, whatever.
Yeah.
You guys know the story of my whole gamer tag bullshit that happened there, but bought the pass like last week, and I played a little bit 2 days ago, and I'm already at like 90 tier in the battle pass of 100. And I'm
That's
going, there's no way
crazy.
I didn't even put that much gaming hours into it. I'm going, this is a fast battle pass.
Was there a double XP?
Well, yeah, but not for battle pass.
Okay,
It was for weapons
it was
and
just
regular
weapons.
XP, but it wasn't for the
Okay,
battle pass itself. I'm sitting there going, "This is weird." Like maybe because I played it so long, I didn't realize that. But now that I've been away from it for a while, going
yeah.
back in, I'm going, "This is a little fast." But I'm doing that, and then I jumped onto Plague's Tale, latter half of the week, and I'm replaying it again with the 4K optimization and all that stuff. Now, the game was already beautiful. It is fucking phenomenal now. The story's great. The music is great. Um, uh, it's a good. But through what I didn't know though, and I was talking to your brother about this. I didn't know that it's made by Asobo Studios, which is the same people that make Flight Simulator.
That's him. Yeah.
And I'm going, oh, okay. I mean, probably two different developers, obviously, two different
Well, two
studios,
different teams or something
teams.
like
Yeah,
it's right. Yeah.
but just that they gave us that game, and then they're about to give us Flight Sim. It's just like, oh, okay, pretty
Or they gave us Flight Sim, but now we're getting it up. Like we're getting it for the consoles. Like
right.
yeah.
I would almost say Asobo for Microsoft or for Xbox is like Blue Point for Sony at this point. Because they're making
Until they make it official.
after they make it official. It's one of those.
Yeah.
You know what it is? These two studios. It's almost like I was talking to your brother yesterday in the chat. It's almost like a couple that's together for so long, and they don't want to they don't want to tie the knot. They don't want the
Just
the
no, it's
official
like
paperwork.
we've been doing so well. Like who needs to put a
Who
label
needs
on it?
that?
There's
Yeah,
no
no
label. We
labels.
don't need
Yeah.
labels. It's
So
just let's just continue to do things and be profitable and prosperous together.
together. The moment we don't
Together.
want to be around each other, deuces. We don't need the paper
Exactly.
anymore. Like
Yeah,
it
no.
just seems like that kind of thing. Let me see Vodka because I like reading chat stuff, comments. So I don't leave them out. So let's see. Vodka wrote, "How I need to start my battle pass, but Judgment has me hooked." Judgment, yeah, I've been seeing him play Judgment a lot.
Yeah.
Let me know, Vodka, if I should pick that up. I know I've already been told pick it up. Plenty of people in my circle have told me pick it up and play it. But let me know because I know there's something going on right now with the actor of the game and the agency where something's gonna happen where it's gonna kind of delay the second part or whatever. But let me know how that first one plays because I'm interested in seeing you guys' comments and everything on how it plays. So, but that's my week, man. My week has been yeah, I played those two games pretty much for the whole week. Oh, and I further along on Nexus. I got like almost 100 hours on Nexus, and I'm here
Mm,
going, this shit doesn't end. Holy fuck! It just keeps going, and
wow.
I'm into the anime.
That's cool.
Anime is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's a one off though. I don't think it's gonna be a continuation thing. It's a one off thing, but it's really good. If you guys haven't played Scarlet Nexus, it's a beautiful game. Animation style great. You guys know that already. But those are three games I've been playing on and getting geared up for the next oof, what 6 months, 5 months of games coming out, starting with next week. With
Nice.
the so it's gonna be a lot of games. So that's what I
Oh
got for
yeah.
the week, man.
Hearing
Heartbeat.
you talk about animes, that's interesting.
It is right. It is.
Well, because normally it's Reborn, and normally it was like E
Money,
and money, and
hmm
like that's the whole. And even
and what would I say?
and I
And what
would
would I
say,
say?
Angel.
what you're like, yo, get the fuck out of here with that. Like you
Right,
know what I mean?
Get
exactly.
Like
out of
yeah,
here with
it's
that
fucking
Get the
anime
fuck out of
shit.
yeah, get out of here
animation.
with that anime shit.
I don't watch cartoons. I don't watch that shit. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Right now, I'm into it now, man. It's all because of my son, though, man. He
yeah.
he he got into anime and just got me just because he's watching, I watch, and like
Yeah,
Just to
no.
be a part of that,
just to be a
yeah.
part of that, and that's what got me into going. Oh, this is okay. Game of Thrones or Game of Thrones. I call it Game of Thrones, but fucking Attack on Titans. That shit is crazy. Demon Slayer. Like I'm watching like
Yeah.
the top notch. I can't get into the whole.
Well,
Fit,
One
I
Punch
can't get
still.
into that. Like that
Okay.
20 years ago kind of shit. I can't. Like my son's watching Naruto and he goes, "Papi, look at Naruto." And I look at it, it's like fucking 8-bit choppy. I'm like, nah, I just can't.
Can't do it. Well,
No,
it's like
Right.
like
if I try to show you Gundam Wing right now, you'd
oh
probably because
no,
I have
no.
Gundam Wing downloaded,
Bro,
all 46 and well,
it looks like they did a
nah,
flip book on it. Like if you watch it now, it's a flip book. Like
fucked up.
that animation's not really my thing. It looks like okay. Did YouTube crash some?
No, why? What's
Okay,
up?
we good. No, it's just my screen, I guess.
No, we're good. We're good.
All right,
And
no worries.
we got some people in here. I wanted to say what's up. So what's up to
That's what I was trying to get to. Yeah,
Yep, nope, Six
Six
Slayer
Slayer.
and Dirty Griggity. What's up, guys?
Dirk
Thanks for
Griggity. Hey
tuning in.
guys, I'll be on their podcast tomorrow. They made a
There you
mistake
go.
by fucking inviting me. Oh, they made a mistake.
Why are you
But
telling that? What they could still rescind the fucking invite. You
oh,
act
can they?
like they can't literally say
Ah,
like
fuck.
yeah, like you're supposed to wait until you get on there and then act reckless. Like don't just fucking don't tell them
All
before.
right. We're gonna scrub this last 30 seconds
Yeah,
and.
forget about it. Yeah.
Dirt and Sick, you guys did not see shit. But I am gonna go on this show tomorrow. It's about 6:30. Stay tuned. I'm about to light that shit up over there. They have not seen us somebody. Anyways, go. All right.
All right. Heartbeat, how was your week?
It's been good. I still playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so that's pretty
Nice.
much it. Yeah.
How's your experience been with Valhalla compared to the other Assassin's Creed games? Just
I
if
got
you want
I
to
got to
quickly
follow up
touch
when
on
you're
that.
done. I got to follow up to that when you're done.
This might be like 10 minutes long. I don't know.
No,
Go for it.
Can you get the abridged no, I'm sorry. I mean, listen, go for it.
Alright, so it seems like it's a bit of a slow run up as far as the gameplay wise. The map is really like expanded out.
Okay.
As far as Odyssey goes, Odyssey has like the boats, so it's like you have that little function in it. My biggest gripes with Valhalla is just the gear iteration and upgrading it. So, like, if you want to switch between bow and arrows, you have to go in your menu and then like switch it out. Same thing with the swords or gear. And it's like if you're in the middle of a fight and you want to say, "Oh, let me use a predator bow instead of a light bow," it's like, okay, let me pause the game, switch it out, and then get back into the fight. And it's not really engaging to that fact when.
So it's not even like Zelda. You could quickly switch out like the type of arrows you're using or the bow that you're using. So, oh, that's weird that you couldn't just hot swap to like a certain item that you would want to use. Okay.
Yeah, it's just you don't. If you're in the middle of a fight and you're like, all right, I want to switch to a different bow, it doesn't feel right. Let me stop and switch over.
Okay.
You're playing it on PC, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I may be dumb asking this, but you can't hotkey that, like where you make it where boom, and the inventory comes out, or no, it doesn't do that.
Well, some of us still play on controller. You know,
even being on PC, I know it's new kills. I know.
Oh no, I was asking the question.
Mind blown. I know it's no, but. Yes, you can still use controller for that.
I'm assuming there is a hotkey. I'm assuming there might be a hotkey, but
okay. Yeah. That was my bad. I was just asking because I figured that was a thing over there.
Kills his mind. You see his face when you told him that? It's like, wait, did we use controller?
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't really cut you. Okay.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. So,
Chirpin has a question for you, by the way.
I see that. I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
So also there's the upgrading too. So far for the lower end gear, there's only like leather and some other gear, and that's the only thing you're finding in the world. So to get the leather, you kill animals, and then you get that, and then you get like coal from finding rocks. So it just doesn't seem like it's that type of game where they want you to really go out in the world and like find stuff.
Well, it ain't like Odyssey. It ain't like Odyssey where you literally have to go out and go to different parts and get what you need as far as leather and whatever hide you need. And I get what you're saying with that. How many hours are you in? How many hours are you into Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
I would say probably like 12 hours now, maybe 15.
You got a lot to go, brother.
Yeah.
You still in the first world, or you moved on? Like the first world?
No, I'm in the second map right now.
Okay.
I'm in England, so and I like Vikings. I like their lore and everything, so it's pretty interesting seeing their names. Yeah. So it's good on that function. It's just I don't know. Maybe I have to see more because I got like a home base now, and you're upgrading it, but even the upgrading that part, it just I don't know. Maybe I'm just more of a RPG guy.
It seems tacky. It seems tedious, like a add-on. Like, by the way, upgrade your stuff.
Yeah,
the houses or whatever.
They have the whole Shadow of War, Middle Earth type feel of it. Where you hunt like elites and stuff like that to get to the bigger bad guy. But that's personally, when it comes to Assassin's Creed, I guess Odyssey was my greatest, and I guess Assassin's Creed 2 and 3 probably would have been the best Assassin's Creed, out there.
Especially with the Ezio, the trilogy of Ezio.
Yeah,
that was one. I think that to me, I think a lot of gamers' opinions, that's going to be the one that's going to stick out because it was Ezio. Like his story was ridiculously good, and they weren't long. They were short to the point. They were not like like these games now. These last few games is like freaking. I'm 100 hours into this game. And still, I mean, that's because I'm doing the side shit. So I'm like, and every time I play like a couple of hours of it, I turn off and won't play it again for like 2 weeks. Because oh my God. Thank God for Quick Resume, by the way. Shout out to Xbox.
Kills, did you finish Valhalla or did you play it live?
No, I'm still playing it. Like I'm doing I'm the completionist when it comes to Assassin's Creed games. So I'm trying to do every single thing. So I'm like about 100 hours, 102 hours into it.
Yikes.
But I'm like at the last part of the map, the top side. The way I picked it, I'm at the top now, so that's where I'm at. But the thing is that Logic and I was talking about this, where you can't really, was it Logic and I or Draven? You can't progress in Assassin's Creed if you want to mainline the story. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. It just prevents you to mainline the story. You literally have to do different things to get. Because if you ever venture off to something, I want to try that, and the level cap is like 50 and you're only in 20, you're not going to do nothing. You're not even going to do a dent to these enemies there. And they'll kill you in one shot.
It
One
forces
swipe,
you
you're
to
done.
go and actually grind out levels and actually
Oh,
do some of the
yes.
side stuff before you actually are able to progress in the story.
Yeah, so you can't
You know?
mainline it at all. At all, you
Yeah.
can't. Even if you wanted to, you can't. So, and
Yeah.
that's unfortunate. But I think I'm with Missing in the chats. I think this is gonna be my last Assassin's Creed, especially now since they're talking about the whole live service thing. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be picking up an Assassin's Creed game after this one. It's unfortunate, but the way they're going forward, it looks like they're trying to do the whole pay by episodic kind of thing, which it's been done by Telltale games, and those games make sense. But when you're talking about games like Assassin's Creed to give you a vanilla version. I mean, we experienced this in D1,
Mhm.
Destiny 1, where it's like they give you the vanilla story and then through DLC you got more of it. That's probably what they're
Yeah.
trying to do. I'm not trying to do that right now. Like, I just not. So this might be the last Assassin's Creed I pick up. But yeah,
You know, another thing too about Valhalla is that their map design is so weird because when
yeah.
you start off, they want you to get stronger so then you could go to other parts of the maps. But like instead of like Microsoft Whiteboard, we're gonna do paper whiteboard, right? So this is where
Oh my god.
this is where you start, and
Uh-huh.
as you progress through, you have lower levels, but then all of a sudden in the middle,
Yes.
you have 190,
Hold on.
and it's like, oh,
You
you
got a
got me
spotlight.
down low.
You got a spotlight on spotlight.
All
There
right.
you go. There
So
you
it's
go.
like the story will get you all the way up here, but you can't even like do these areas down here because then you're going all the way deep in the story. So it's just it's really weird their map design. So it's like you're going through
Yeah.
hard areas, and
agree.
it doesn't make sense. Yeah.
It's really, he's right though. It's really like, I'm glad there's a different perspective on that game, because this is literally what I've been griping about a lot. The way they design this map, the whole story. Literally, you go up here, you do that, you deep in the story, then you can't do 20 over here because it's not part of that story just yet. But it's low level. Like, why can't I go there now? Like, I don't
Right.
understand. It's just weird how they laid that out. Tales of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
All right,
So listen,
Heartbeat.
real quick, I'll basically just sum it up.
Heartbeat ain't done. He ain't done. He
No,
ain't
no,
done.
Harpy's. No, I think Harpy was.
Oh,
Assassin's
okay.
Creed.
That's,
He's
that's pretty much it.
I'm
I-
sorry, Heartbeat. I try to give you more time.
No, you're
but
good.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I mean,
he's a fan.
I could probably keep talking shit.
No,
on
no,
it.
we're gonna no right, exactly. He can pile on, but I think we're gonna because
That's included.
we still have to talk about Ubisoft later on in this
Yeah.
podcast. So,
Oh
yeah.
shit!
so we're gonna hold out a little bit for that,
Okay,
and
we'll hold out.
I'll keep it short for me. Basically worked on some new music with a good friend of mine, Fady, to help out with the podcast. That was awesome. Played some Death Stranding. Yes, I played the walking simulator, the FedEx simulator. I've heard every meme. I don't give a shit. I
Wait,
actually,
you picked FedEx, not UPS, as your faction.
yeah,
Whoa.
Okay, all right, cool.
yeah.
No such thing. It's just a joke.
It's the running. That's fine. It could be the running joke. That's
yeah.
perfectly fine. Listen, 2 hours into it, and I was hooked. And it's more or less because of the mechanics of the game itself and the music that plays and the story. I'm just experiencing the game. And yes, I'm walking around delivering packages, and I'm avoiding ghosts that are trying to kill me. But listen, I'm hooked because I'm walking over a mountain. I'm hearing this song playing in the background, like,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm just I'm enamored. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just from just like a story perspective, a single player. I there's not a single player game that I played that has me that focused
Hideo.
onto it in a long time, and that's because of
that's Hideo.
that's
The
because of
man,
Hideo
he's
Kojima.
he's on a
Yeah.
different level when it comes to game design. He's a
So-
genius when it comes to that.
Yeah, so honestly, I've been playing that on PC. It's pretty cool. I'm glad it's running pretty great on it too. So, and I'm using a controller. So, surprise.
Let me actually. Are you like listening to Ghostbusters in the background while?
No, but I made the Ghost. No, but you know what's funny? I made the Ghostbusters reference the other day. I think it was to my brother or to somebody else that I was talking to, because I think eventually you get to the point where you start crafting and making weapons to go and basically fuck with the ghost. Like I haven't gotten to that yet, but I think I've seen gameplay where it's like he sees a ghost, he spots it out, the little baby spots it out. It's a freaky game too. That's another
hiding
thing.
around. Da-da-da-da-da. Ghostbusters.
I mean, that's it's other good music that's playing in the background. You would appreciate the soundtrack in that game, actually.
No, the
You would.
soundtrack
It's right.
is
It's
spot
literally.
on.
It's right up your alley.
Yeah.
So you
Soundtrack
specifically
is
heard.
I remember when that game came out, though, a lot of YouTubers had to turn it off because a lot of it was copywritten.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still think it probably is the same way now. But just to listen to some of those songs, they're so
Yeah.
good. So yeah, so
look at the
why
chat.
are you laughing?
Look at the chat.
Let's see
In
it.
studios.
Kids deliver more virtual packages, and yeah, no, it's true.
It's
And
true.
listen, I'm good. And I'm building bridges for people. That's another thing. The asynchronization. I don't want to get too into it because I'm actually really excited about it. Talk to me next week, but I'm like 15 hours into it. Okay. Anyways, so that League of Legends, still MLB grinding out, getting these All-Star cards. Oh my God, crazy! Fucking DeGrom 99, fucking Shohei Ohtani 99, pitching and hitting. Yeah,
That guy's at a whole. That guy Otani.
Even though he had like his
different.
All-Star, listen, he kind of, I think he was nervous with his All-Star appearance and stuff like that. But he's young. I mean, I think he's 26. The guy.
I don't care about the All-Star appearance. I mean, overall, his career.
Overall, he's nuts.
Like he's rockets up. Like,
yeah, 33 home runs before the half. Like my guy's insane.
Forget about it. And he's a dual, like pitches and bat and plays defense.
Yeah, no, it's nuts.
Crazy.
Oh, and Turpin just reminded me in the chat too. Yeah, we actually played some Valorant. We got into Valorant. So it's right. So
wow.
So we did some of that too. We were enjoying it. We were playing like the gun game. So Valorant has a game mode in it. We were playing normals as well too, ranking up. But Valorant has a game mode in it. It's I forget the actual name of it, but it's similar to gun game. You start off with a gun, and then you work your way. Your team has to basically get the kills, and you work your way up to like to the last gun and do that.
Which
but
is the worst in the game or some shit like that.
Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's a rocket launcher. And you just have to get it. But
it varies. It changes it up.
It changes it up. It's never the same thing. And then you're always playing different maps, but you're doing it as a team. So it's not individual deathmatch. It's like 5v5. So they're 5 against your 5 as a team doing it. So that was pretty fun. Definitely gives you the Counter-Strike vibes. But it's fun. Counter-Strike with abilities, but made really well. So had a little fun with that. And yeah, man, that's it. That was the week.
In today's useless news, they added capture the flag to Call of Duty.
No, they didn't.
Useless news. Yeah, they just did it. Yeah.
That's brand new.
No, it's not brand new. It hasn't been back in Call of Duty.
But it hasn't been in Call of Duty quite some time.
For a while.
Really?
So,
yeah. Kind of took that out. Really weird.
I want to say World War II. World War II. The Sledgehammer might have been the last one that actually had CTF.
It's weird to take that mode out. The core mode. I don't know why would they take that mode out.
It's synonymous with freaking Call of Duty. So,
and if you've seen the menu of the game modes they have on these games, like especially Black Ops now, like they have the whole menu.
Every other game mode, but
everything nobody wants to play is there. It's like, oh shit, I really did not want to play that mode, but fuck it, But I played a little bit of the walking sim. FedEx walking sim. I played a little bit about. I mean, the music is spot on. You're right. It's fucking music is awesome. I love the detail that Hideo puts in his games too. Like when you're walking up and it's like muddy and you're slipping and shit like that.
If you could trip on a rock, particularly, or if you're holding too much weight, you got to tilt left over. Or right.
Yeah.
You could fuck up your packages and shit. Yes,
I appreciate that when it comes to his gaming. Like his vision of gaming and what he puts and how he designs it. You guys know, Harvey knows, I'm not a big Hideo fan. I'm just not. Like I fell off after like the first trilogy of Metal Gear Solid because after that it just became whatever. And we even had a discussion on what was it, Ground Zero, when the demo that came out. We had a back and forth on that where it's like, wow, $20 demos. Here we are fucking paying $20 for upgrades now. It's crazy. But I've never been a big Hideo fan. He's a great. I'm not saying he's bad or what he does. I don't like his games. Just not my type of style of games. After the original trilogy of Metal Gear Solid, especially when he tried different things with the controller on PS2, where you would plug when you fought Psycho Mantis, and you had to plug
breaking the fourth wall.
The fourth wall, that's what I enjoy. Because it brought me into that world. This game, which is not what Director's Cut, which by the way he has a problem with that name Director's Cut. He doesn't like being called because it insinuates you took out content on purpose and now you're putting it back in.
And now you're putting it back in just to justify selling it at like a higher price or something.
So even he's not in agreement to it, which tells me that those are things that happen on the Sony side, doesn't happen on his side. But this one coming out, they added more stuff to it. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but they added weapons to it, skins, a bunch of different, like I think even more missions or something, more more carriers you got to
On
go
the
to and
PC
pick up.
side, there's a Half-Life reference.
Is there?
Literally, it's so subtle. It's you
Oh
walk it
Lord.
in, and then one of the guys that you deal with at one of the distribution centers is named after the main protagonist in Half-Life because Hideo appreciates Half. But it
He
was
appreciates it.
I don't know if it was on the PS4 version or if it was only on the PC version. But they made the reference in there, which was pretty awesome. I noticed that right away because it was literally the Half-Life symbol, and then the guy's name was actually a reference to the protagonist. So
Oh, nice.
yes,
That's your week. That's our week. 34 minutes into it. See how we get caught up in ourselves? Like we just talk about ourselves. We could do this all day
yeah,
long. But do we want to go ahead and tackle the hot topic of the week?
of the week.
Yes, of the week because I mean
Yeah.
everybody's talking about it. The new logo we just premiered.
Oh yeah. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the hot topic of is what?
we're pretty
Oh,
self-centered
I
if we're thinking that that's the fucking hot topic of the
I
week.
guess
But
that's okay. No, let's talk about it, man. You guys want to jump right into it, or
yeah,
you guys are the
I
PC
hope we're
guys,
talking.
Well,
so
I literally hope we're talking about the same thing. But I'm just gonna put it out there just in case.
Before we get into that, I want everybody to don't forget to like, subscribe, and share
Yeah, there you go.
this video.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
show these
I'm not
people,
me.
that
No,
you're here. Help that algorithm. That let them know. Hey, these people are all about it.
that's
see, I'm
not me
not. I
logic.
don't want it. Right. I don't want to. I don't feel like selling out yet. But the guest could sell out for us. That's
The
great.
guest can
Thanks.
do it
Thank
all
you.
day long. He can do
Yeah.
that as much as he
Yes.
wants. He can cut
Smash
us
that
off a
like
bit.
button.
Yeah, there you go. Me and Logic did not say it, so technically we're good.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, let's jump into it. You guys are the PC guys, so I'm gonna allow you guys to lead into this one, and I'll
Yeah,
just
man.
color commentate the whole thing because I'm not. I mean, I'm more of the console coming in, looking at it and going, "Ooh, that looks interesting. I might just want to pick one of those things up."
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about it. Steam Deck.
Should we talk about maybe pricing and size first
Oh
before? Oh,
yeah.
there
No.
you go. There you go.
Literally.
Okay.
Yeah. I got you.
All right.
It's all right. We listen. We do it all here, man.
Yeah.
We do it. We do it all. For those watching, okay. Yeah, man. Here it is. Steam. Excuse me. I almost said it again. Stream Deck. It's not
Woo!
Stream Deck.
Hold on. Shout out to Magic Bullet in the chat, but it's not
Yeah,
Stream
man.
Deck. It's Steam Deck.
It's Steam Deck.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
For
the
those,
guy's gonna come with the glasses and
I
adjust them
know.
and go.
And
Actually, okay.
yeah. Steam Deck, dude. This is Valve. This is their Switch. I mean, Switch competitor, I guess, but not really because it's a PC in your hand. I mean, it's literally just a PC in your hand. It's running a forked version of Linux. It's got SteamOS. You will be able to install Windows on it. You will be able. I mean, I'm just gonna throw all the hotkeys out there, and then we'll go back to it. You will be able to play Game Pass on there, like
Woohoo!
not cloud, not xCloud. Actually, run Game Pass games off of this as well too. So this is multi-purpose, and also not even just Game Pass itself. With Xbox, you'll be able to have the Bethesda launcher on there, EA Desktop. Basically, any video game launcher that you want, you will be able to load on this device and install all those games on there. It comes in 3 factors. The 2 right here, the 529 model, the 649 model, you can upgrade the memory on those. Those NVMe sticks are fully upgradable.
So from
Really?
day one,
So
I'm
you
able
from
to
day one
upgrade
you can buy it,
more
but you can
storage.
upgrade the storage on it after the
Wow,
fact
what a concept!
because it's a PC.
What a concept, though.
It's
Expandable
a handheld
storage from day one.
expandable storage from day
Okay,
one, and
that's
not to mention you also will have your SD cards as well too that they built into it,
yeah.
with different SDHC like the high capacity ones
Now the solid
that
state.
you'll be able
Reading
to load
this,
to.
solid state doesn't start till the second tier up, right?
Yeah, to the
Reading
second
this,
tier up. That's correct.
second
Yeah.
tier up. Okay.
So because
Now
the other one, the eMMC is basically memory. It's flash memory. That's like put right onto the board.
that's the
The
board memory. Yeah.
NVMe is the one basically that would slot into an NVMe slot essentially to
Okay.
like
So
an
let
to an M.2 slot.
being PC dummy over here, I'm gonna
Yeah,
ask
man.
the dumb questions for those in chat that are not PC literate. Um, my concern, and I ask
Yeah.
you guys this question. My concern is I'm seeing 256, 512.
Yeah.
I'm a Call of Duty guy.
Yeah.
We all know how big them
It's
files
a
are.
hundred. It's 170 gigs Call of Duty, by the way. Like
Yeah.
on P. Yeah,
On
more or
PC?
less.
Okay,
On
because on
PC,
console
it's
that bad
roughly
boy is about 500 something gigs.
no. It's about 160,
After
170
all, like
gigs, and I think
yeah.
that's with HD textures as well too. Which
Okay.
I don't know if you would need it on it because 1280 by 800, I believe, is the specs on it too. That's the screen. Nothing too crazy because they still gotta get in the battery life and stuff like that. So you're getting a good like a higher than 720p resolution screen on there, but not a lot higher. It's only 80
Now,
pixels more essentially.
did they mention the screen? What it was?
1280 by 800.
Okay,
So
okay, okay,
1280 by 720p is 720p, obviously, or
720p.
720. So 1280 by 800, it's 800p essentially.
720p. And then I know the third
Yeah.
tier had the anti-glare, which is interesting.
Anti-glare is built right.
This
It's
is
built
the
into the
Steam
third
Deck
tier.
that you said it's about 720p.
No, it's higher than 720p.
It's higher than 720p. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you
So-
can dock this,
So
right?
and you can dock this. This will sell. They will sell a dock. It doesn't come with the dock. They will sell a dock. I'm sure it won't be that expensive. I hope it's not that expensive.
Probably like
And
$20, 20, $30.
and you will be able to dock this, hook up your keyboard, your mouse,
Yeah.
and hook up a monitor that you have or to a TV, and you could use this just like a PC.
Now, would you guys say, and I'll go with Heartbeat on this one, would you, I'm doing the interview stuff, doing the whole interview questions.
Yeah, man, go for it.
Would you guys say Heartbeat knows where I stand with the PC? I mean, you guys know where I stand with the PC, the whole PC life, right?
Yeah.
Right.
For someone like me trying to get into PC who has been struggling to go, I don't think I want one, for whatever reason, would this be a good pickup for me? Being that I'm a console player?
this would be cool.
Introduction to PC?
If you didn't want to do a build, but that's me. Heartbeat
Yeah.
might have a different take on this, and it depends on who you are as the user.
Yeah, I'm looking at this more of a mobile gaming than a really stationary gaming, to be honest. I just think if you want to play PC games and be on the go, this is perfect. Just because this is always, it's still going to be in your hand. And I mean, yeah, you could dock it to your monitor and anything like that. But I personally would see this as like if you're out traveling, if you're on break from work, this will be something like really good that you could just play those type of games that you don't have access if you're playing from a console, and yeah, I think it'll give you that perspective, especially if we start talking about like the OS. If you switch over to like a different OS and then you could play those other games, yeah, I think so.
Like the Switch games and the PlayStation games.
If you want to, you can run emulators. You're going to be able to install emulators on this and run emulator. Not what do I want to say here? To just make sure you own the games that you emulate. There, I said it. Not promoting piracy. Depending, go by the laws in whatever country you're in, because we have people that are overseas and those piracy laws are changing. But if you're emulating games, make sure that you're following the laws of your country. Wink. And then so that's it. But you will be able to put emulators on there and play your classic games if you want to, your retro style games. Play them on the TV on the go. Okay. I like what Missing said before too. It basically looks like the Gabe gear, Gabe gear.
The Gabe gear.
That's pretty cool. So, Gabe being the owner of Valve, but it looks like just a giant version of like a Game Gear back then, because that's essentially.
It did. If you guys were like around back then or know about the Game Gear, it exactly looks like the Game Gear, with the exception of having like
these
the
touchpads. The touchpads are cool. They're going to be used. I think Heartbeat was asking me the other day. Those are mouse. You're going to be able to use them as a mouse. The screen is a touchpad screen, so the keyboard when you need to type. It's a virtual keyboard that will come up and you will type on the screen itself. You could also use their controllers that they put out before that were touch sensitive. You can use the mouses as an actual way to aim as well too. So it's not you're not just limited essentially to using the thumbsticks themselves.
It looks like from the video it has gyro. Yeah, it has gyro
as well too.
Gyro,
yeah. So I'm literally just thinking about loading up, Simu, Breath of the Wild. And I'm on the go. So, but at a higher, it's 60 hertz screen, by the way, too. That's another thing. Nice. Just to get it, so tech specs. I mean, this was here.
At this point, I'm now concerned more about the battery though, battery life, because they have
battery life. They said it's the same right here. Yeah, 40 watt.
2 to 8 hours.
2 to 8 hours of gameplay, just depending on how you run it.
Huge, big gap right there. 2 to 8 hours.
Switches 2 to 6. FYI.
Yeah, fire. Yeah. That's
compared to its competitor, like you know what I mean. Like it's a gap, but it's like you're only looking to do a couple hours of gaming on the go anyway. Like I don't know if anybody's just assuming that you're going to be out here like running it for 8 to 10 hours without being plugged in and stuff like that. It's what it is. If you have portable batteries, it's the same thing. Like a lot of Switch users that are on the go that travel and stuff, they end up bringing those big portable batteries with them and they plug in. You know what I mean? And they just juice up that way. So same thing you'll be able to do with this as well. It looks cool. It's not for me because I don't travel enough to get use out of this personally. And I think that's like where the market is for it.
Another thing with the screen, I didn't know it was 720.
No, it's not seven. It's not 720.
Well, you said
It's 1080 by 800, so it's not. It's higher
a
resolution.
little higher, right?
It's higher than 720p resolution. But yeah, no, because if you got to think about how much it would be to put a 1080p display in there or something, you can't. You still can't do that right now.
Not that bad. You know why? Because right here on the phone,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
as we were talking about last week, you could play, 2K gaming.
How long does your battery last when you do that?
Samsung S21 Ultra,
Yeah.
Hours.
Okay.
Hours.
How big is that screen?
6.8, I think.
Okay,
7.
compared to the screen that's being used on here, I don't know.
Same thing.
7 inches. I don't know.
7
You don't
inches.
have. What about control? Well, you have an extra controller that you purchased.
Wait, Heartbeat, is 7 inches not big enough for you, or you need more?
Can we preference this conversation before we actually go there?
The screen, the size of it.
Yeah, is 7 inches not big enough for you, Heartbeat?
It fits in a hand. It's good.
It fits in a hand.
Like
all right, so you're good. Okay.
Okay.
So, as long as we're good with that, we're good. Because I think 7 inches is good enough for my hands too. I mean, putting 7 inches in both my hands is a good thing. Because when you look at that screen, you want to make sure that you get the clarity of it and the whole the 720p and all that.
Real quick, is this support 5G networking or is it just Wi-Fi?
You gotta assume it does. I hope it does.
Oh no, it has. All right, so real quick, and then Kills, check your DMs.
I did. I wrote them back, and Stone King. I don't know what I do to deserve this shit, man. But I'll talk about this a little later. But
sounds good,
bro. I'm blown away, man. Okay,
here you go. Bluetooth 5.0 right here. Support for controllers, accessories, audio. You can hook up an Xbox controller to this. You can hook up a PlayStation controller to this, and it will automatically have the Steam input as well too. So you don't necessarily have to use the controllers on here. I do like that they actually added buttons on the back, basically where your hands would rest. So almost just like a paddles for an Elite controller. These are fully mappable and customizable.
I did not know this. Okay,
right here. So you have your LB. So you have your L1, L2, R1, R2, and then you hear R4, R5. L4, L5.
Holy shit!
So that's also added, but you don't have to. You can use your Bluetooth controllers, your Bluetooth Xbox controllers.
I'm assuming you can configure the buttons too, right? Like
you can it's fully customized. Correct. You can probably map these to whatever you would like to in the game specifically. Yeah, just like you would more or less on a PC. That's awesome. Dual band Wi-Fi radio, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz, 802.11 ABG and AC, which is that's pretty good. So it's not Wi-Fi 6. But it's 802.11 basically AC. It's pretty fast speeds.
But you are beholden to a Wi-Fi signal, though.
No, well, so the dock has LAN, I believe.
Oh, okay.
The dock, the dock will have LAN, and I'm pretty sure the dock, and I don't want to speak for them. I'm pretty sure it's 1,000 by 1,000, which right now the switch is only, I believe it's 100 by 100. So you're going to get I believe you're going to get gigabit internet speed with that as well too.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Shout out to Goddess Ilay in the chats.
I guess the other thing too about that, if you're someone who plays multiplayer or co-op online and you're on the go, you obviously won't have that too much access unless you have a good Wi-Fi signal, though.
This is when I wish I lived in Japan.
Right. Where you talk about like other places that have like better like, you know what I mean? Like cellular spectrums or even Wi-Fi that already have like Wi-Fi everywhere you go. I mean, it's hard. Like in New York, like it's hard to go to a spot. I was in a hookah spot last night. And everybody had their laptops. Like I'm in Brooklyn. I'm literally right there on 4th Avenue and like I think it was like 68th or something like that. And they had their laptops and they had their Nintendo Switch and things like that all set up and they're on Wi-Fi and stuff. And so they have like probably like a Verizon connection and stuff. You know what I mean? Like here in New York, it'd be hard to find a place.
Yeah, in New York, being that it's so popular and everything. I mean, it's
same thing in Florida, in Nevada, in Nevada. Maybe it depends on where you are. Like in Orlando, you're rural.
Even in Orlando, being that that's a city area, it's still kind of spotty. Even though that's where they start off of, like that's where they built the network from,
and they branch out.
Which is weird. They should do it backwards, but whatever. That's a whole different topic. But yeah, and even out here, because we're so wide open, like we don't have big buildings and shit to bounce off of. They literally got to build these towers or attach them to like theme park ride. So when you're riding the Hulk, you have a fucking tower on the Hulk itself while you're riding it, and you're literally riding a damn antenna. Like that's what the fuck you're doing. It's
Oh
how they
wow,
do it here in Florida. Yeah, that's how. In case you guys didn't know, that's how the fuck they do it in Florida. Like
that's
when you
crazy.
go on, It's a Small World on fucking Disney World. Yeah, you're doing this twirly twirls. You're on an antenna. You're twirling on an antenna. You're doing all that. So, um, yeah, that's I got off topic, but yeah, Steam Deck,
Yeah,
not Stream Deck, Steam Deck.
SteamDeck.
I think because I pre-ordered the mid tier one for
Good.
$5. I saw $5. I'm like, you know what? I'll pre-order it. If I change my
Nice.
mind, I change my mind. But then I feel good about it because, like Missing said, I go on the damn eBay now, bro. These things are selling
Oh
for five
no.
grand easy.
Some of the people that are on there, and that's just scalping in general. And I
Very
don't even.
bad.
That's a
It's
whole other
fucking
conversation.
horrible.
I mean,
Horrible.
I understand. Listen, making a living if that's like what people, because people have been doing this for a long time, but now taking advantage of like shortage and things like that, chip
That's
shortages
bad,
and
man.
stuff. Yeah,
I get you trying to make a profit out of it, but at what point does it become like just bad? Like
it's scandalous at
if
that
I'm
point. Like
buying
the
something for
prices that they're charging.
549, I may just
Yeah,
upprice it to 649 just to get $100 on
dudes
top
were
of it.
putting up 1,500. I saw some of the top posts
That's
1,500,
crazy. That's nuts. That
Can you
is
not
fucking
reserve it
nuts.
anymore?
No, I
No,
think
no, it's
they're
done.
sold out. It's sold
Yeah.
out. And then some people, so it's coming out at the end of the year, so quarter four basically. But then some of them are coming quarter one 2022 because
Correct.
the demand that they got
That's
as
the
well too.
message I
So
got. I got the
yeah,
Q1 2022,
I guess
Yeah.
depending on when you got the order in, it will vary essentially
which
when you're
technically
going to
Q1
receive it.
start for 2022 starts what, October?
And the
Technically,
512
yeah,
gig is Q2. So
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's the one I
yeah,
got. I guess it's Q2. Yeah, I misread that. But yeah, the 549, it told me once I pre-ordered it, like in the bottom, it said Q2 2022. I'm like, fuck, I can
yeah,
wait though. I'm not in such a hurry. I'm not, again, that formal thing is not for me. I pre-ordered it. I may not follow through with it. But at this point, with everything you guys have been talking about, and like with the paddles in the back now and all that stuff, I'm getting sold on it.
yeah,
And that's exactly why I say, let me at least put the deposit on there, $5. I can do that and hold the spot and then research it. At the end
yeah,
of the day, if I don't need it, it's $5, whatever. If I want it, I now have a deposit on there that I can go ahead and fully buy it.
yeah,
So I can't. It's a win-win for me. So I want that's why I was asking those questions because it's like, again, I'm leaning more and more in logic. We've had these conversations where I'm going more and more towards yes, heartbeat. PC is happening, but little by little, I'm getting to that world because obviously I'm doing this now. I'm doing
this isn't a bad way to ease you
I
into
was
it
about to
as an
say, like
entry level.
what they're showing right there, that looks about right. It's definitely an entry level because
Yeah,
you're right there. You know, you're playing
that's
PC
what I want to know right here.
games,
Yeah.
you're playing Xbox games, so once you get the pass on it,
yeah,
so
And
you'll
that's the
have
thing.
that type of
I'm
access.
playing a lot of games through Pass, and that's on PC. So I can play the Pass on PC. I'm not really doing. I mean, I love my console. I'm gonna always love my console, but I'm not really doing outside of Pass. I'm not really doing much as
hmm
far as what I'm buying lately. I haven't been buying that many games outside of Pass. I've been enjoying Pass, and I like how we just cut that shit off and called it Pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. For me, the Steam Deck is. I don't know what you guys say, but to me, it's a for those who don't own a PC like myself, it's probably a good introduction level, especially if you dock it. Now I ask this: anybody here owns on the panel owns the Switch?
Heartbeat
Yeah,
does.
I have a
Okay,
Switch.
because I own the Switch too. Okay, so me
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Harvey own the Switch. Would you upgrade if you had a choice of this or the new Switch that's coming out?
The OLED Switch.
Right. Which one would you go with?
So I'm not really in the Nintendo eco where I play Mario games like that. I'm gonna be honest, I bought the Switch literally for Zelda, so I don't.
That's
It's
what I
the
bought it for.
only. It was the only reason why I get it, but honestly, I would say the Steam Deck would be the way to go because of how much diverse and how many games you'll be able to play with this. I would say for sure, and the pricing. Let's just talk about the pricing for a second. I mean, with the amount of games and different like PlayStation games,
Yep.
Xbox games,
Yep.
PC games, holy cow, you're gonna be able to play a
Yeah, I don't want
diverse
to sound
amount
like
of
fan. I
games.
think we
So
talked
there's a
about this the
market
other
for
day
this. Though.
too.
There's a market for this.
You can run PS Now. You will be able to run PS Now on this device. So that's another thing too. And Sony has, remember, we already see first party games coming over to Steam and stuff like that. They already have that, working on that deal. But PS Now, their virtual, like basically, or I wouldn't say the Game Pass competitor, but basically just their idea of just having first party games and whatever they're doing, their subscription service, you will be able to use that on here. So if that's up your, you know what I mean? So if you want to try out some of those games and you don't want to go onto Steam and pay them and pay for them and stuff like that, not Horizon, but they have like the God of War. I think they have God of War on PS Now. Like,
Well,
what,
not the new one, not the new one. They don't have the 2018 one. They have like
okay,
the
so they have
older
like the
ones.
original God of War. So like, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Even the Uncharted, I think they had a
So
few of those.
they have everything, but I think the last one, the fourth one, I don't think
Okay,
it's on there.
yeah. So I
I'm
mean,
I'm
so
assuming I haven't been on PS for a while, so I
for
don't know.
if you're a gamer and you just want to experience games and have a wealth of that and then not be pigeonholed into just Steam games and stuff, this is going to be a really nice device for you. And if you're on the go, or if you're not looking to do this mega build where you're looking to spend $1,000,
For
$1,500,
sure.
$2,000, and you could get something that has
That's perfect for me. That's perfect for me.
listen, this processor real quick, and we could end it on this. Zen 2, this is the same thing that's running, or a very similar thing that's running inside of your Xbox Series X and S and your PS5.
So
And this is RDNA 2. It's RDNA 2, and it's Zen. Yeah, I'll go
tell
back
me,
to the
Logic,
tech specs real quick.
if you were to build this, what the specs this has in the Steam Deck, built it
Yeah.
on a computer, what are you looking at price wise?
About roughly the same price. The only thing is that you also would then still have to account for case, power supply,
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
cooler. You got peripherals. Like there's a lot of things you would still have to kind of add into that.
I
Where
forget about that. Yeah.
even on the $400 level, you still got to add like another, at least maybe even on the cheap end, you got to add another $200.
Yeah, I would say
Really?
At
the
least.
512 gig, that's $650.
Yeah.
For sure, the spec what you're getting in there, you're definitely getting your bang for your buck.
For sure.
Where you want. If you were going to build the PC, you're probably going to be building like a low end PC with those pricings of $650. So
that's where I was at with the where I'm at in my gaming world. Being I'm an older gamer now, and I'm thinking more money wise. That's how I break things down. I'm like, if I build a computer and with these specs right here, because this is perfect for me. What this has is perfect for me. Would it be more or less than buying a Steam Deck?
But there's a catch though.
What's the catch?
Because this is an introduction into the PC, you might get hooked and by saying I want more.
So, I'm pretty sure that's why they're doing it though. They're gonna give you just enough to like wet the palate, and then go, you want more? Build you one.
Yeah.
You know.
What
That's
and
crazy.
awesome part about Steam too is the sales they have on their games. You're gonna save
I hear that
much
shit all
money.
the
I will
on
send you.
games.
There
I
are
hear that
websites.
all
There are
the
websites
time.
that I will promote until I'm blue in the face. One that I use right now, Cheap Shark. Right now, listen, I'll type it in the chat too, just to make
Not
sure.
sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored. Right here. You guys ever want to see like
I hear this
deals
all the time
or
about Steam though. They're
discount?
always having sales. It's like
Yeah.
holy shit.
I mean,
$5, $10, $15. Brand new
not
game
even
be like $45. I'm like,
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll get brand new games at a good discount.
Yep.
damn.
So like I mean, and a lot of the times too, just Steam sales in general, their winter sale, just like Xbox or just like when the summer comes around, they do a summer sale. When the winter comes around, they do a winter sale. And a lot of the times you could just pile up on games, like franchise of games. Like if the game has multiple games in that series and stuff like that, you will be able to go back and basically pick up the whole collection for maybe what the cost of one game would be. For one of the newer game, you can get all of them. It's pretty cool, man.
Let's end it on this one last thing here. Ink Studio said, I don't mind plugging it in and gaming, but wondering about the heat over time as I plan to dock it in the living room when it's not in game room. I would assume it's just like the Switch right now. My Switch doesn't overheat. It doesn't get hot. I mean, the screen does, but it doesn't. This is gonna be weird to say. It doesn't kill my battery. I mean, obviously it's plugged in, but it doesn't kill it to the point where if I unplug it, the battery dies quicker because it's been overcharged. It doesn't do all that to it. So I'm assuming if the Switch is doing that with their low end tech, I'm assuming that the Steam Deck is going to have with high end tech, it's going to be a whole lot better.
I don't think there's going to be a worry about actual heating and stuff. I mean, it'll be one thing to see like when you get a couple hours in it, and if you're playing it and you're holding it in your hand to feel that if there's any substantial heating and stuff like that. But honestly, like I don't really see it like getting to the point. Like I'm sure they did testing with their thermals and stuff like that. There's no overclocking with like you're not going to be in there like trying to overclock it and trying to go crazy
No.
with it. It's how it is. It's how it's going to be. But also too, it's a 7 nanometer chip. Like the thermals on the chip that they're using,
Yeah.
like it's a good chip. It's good tech that they're using. So you know what I mean? Like I don't really think there's going to be a worry for
Isn't that
thermals
the
and
chip
stuff like
that
that.
I think that's the chip that Sony wants to go
What's
with on the
well,
PlayStation 5, right?
well, it was like
With
I was
the
saying. Well,
refresh.
it's a custom built one, but it's based on the Zen 2 architecture, which is the
Got
same
it.
chip that is being used currently on the Xbox and on the PlayStation right now. It's
Got it.
the Zen 2 architecture. The only and it's got the RDNA 2 built into that as well. So yeah, man,
Six Player says, call it Steam crackhead sales because the pricing is like that. It's
that's
true though.
that's
It's
literally what
true.
it is.
And you get every tier gives you a lot, like something that's like I need that. Like for me,
Yeah,
I had a debate with the whole 649 versus like the high tier versus second tier, like third versus second, because the anti glare part was a seller for me. I'm going, fuck, do I really need that? But then I started thinking, I don't think I'm going to be gaming on the go like that with this machine. I can go ahead and it's most likely going to be docked,
yeah.
and that's how I want to play. Maybe in the house, I'll move around with it when I want to move around with it.
Or like
So
a situation like you just had with your family when they came out. Like imagine
oh
if you
right,
had, dude, imagine if you had the Steam Deck with you while
bro.
you were hanging out
When I
with
was
your
talking to the wife about that shit, about decision to get it or not, and she's all for it,
yeah.
and I'm going, I don't know, but then she whipped out that whole right there, that whole. Remember,
That
we
exact
just
scenario.
spent
It's like
a whole week at your mom's place at the
yeah,
Airbnb, and don't you wish you would have had something like this? I'm like, fuck, you're absolutely right. So
yeah.
instead, I was stuck with a PS5.
Next, moving along.
Next, moving along.
I'm going to direct this one real quick. Can we talk about Phil Spencer real quick?
Yeah, of course.
I guess
He had
we'll bring
another
that up.
interview.
He had another interview. We're pulling a couple of excerpts because I think there's a couple of things we could talk about. The first thing I guess I wanted to touch on was the controller comment he made.
Yeah, what's this? Oh, boomerang. Okay. Oh,
Yes.
it's perfectly fine. It has the Xbox logo on it.
Oh no, this was. Oh, it could work. I think this is just them being funny.
It
Like,
was.
yeah, it was, or this was GameStop being funny. But yeah, this was.
Here's the thing, and I think I echo a lot of the community, or at least the people on my timeline, people who follow me on Twitter, and I follow
Yeah,
them. We don't need, other than haptic feed, the haptic part of
sure.
it.
Yeah,
We don't need nothing. We don't need pull triggers. We don't need what do they call haptic triggers. We don't
I don't
need.
think that's what he was alluding to, though. I
He
just
wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't.
yeah.
He
Not that I
praised
want to
them.
speak. Not that I'm
He
going to speak for
of course
Phil
not.
Spencer. Yeah,
He as the classy man that he is, he praised them for what they've put together, innovated, and put
yeah,
a control out there. Kudos to them pushing that envelope forward, or whatever you want to call it. However,
yeah,
it's not like he sat there and go, I want the exact same controller. The copyrights, you can't do that, or trademarks, you can't do that.
yep.
But he wants to. He's talking about maybe in the future, and it's probably already in the works for the Elite 3. We don't know that, but he's talking about including like innovation, new innovation, the controller. The
I
controller
mean,
itself,
here's the quote. I mean, literally here, we're definitely thinking about different kinds of devices that could bring more
correct.
games to more places.
Yeah, he
Probably
didn't
some
say I
work.
want that controller. He
Yeah,
says he's
yeah.
thinking about
Right here. There's probably some work that we'll do on the controller. I think Sony's done a nice job with
it
their
is
controller, and we kind of look at some of that and think there are things that we should go do. So more or less, just like this, kind of like what Sony did there, kind of like fostering innovation, or just them just saying
yeah.
like, oh, look what they did there. Maybe
I
we could
like
do
it.
something on
That's what he
our
said.
thing and
He
not
said I like
exactly.
it and I want to try
Yeah,
something out on our end. The
right.
controller we have on the Xbox is, to me, it's
It
perfect.
works,
It
dude. It
works. The
fucking
way
works.
the
I'm sorry.
analogs are offset, that's like especially if you're
That could
FPS
never
person.
change. That could never
You
change,
can't
man.
change that. Like it just
No.
feels ergonomic. It's good on your hands, right?
Yeah.
The slight size change from the Xbox One to the Xbox Series XS controllers, just a slight, it's a little bit smaller, but it feels lighter. It doesn't feel like it's
I have smaller hands, so actually
right. For
I
me,
appreciate
I was
that.
literally touching my middle fingers, so I had to get
Oh,
used to it a little bit. Yeah,
well,
that right there.
this is how my hand here. Where's the camera?
Well, I had
This
to
is how
get
my
used to
hand
it.
rests. But see,
Yeah,
normally
Harvey,
I still do this.
I don't think Harvey, I don't think the 7-inch screen will be for him at all. It's too big. Looks like he can't.
Probably.
Right. So yeah, the what he's talking about is probably the Elite 3. He's
Yeah.
probably talking about that because that's where they innovate stuff anyways. They don't
Yep.
really change the vanilla controller that comes
No.
with the console, but they're probably talking about the Elite controller because that's the space that they use to add and take away things on a controller. That's
Yep.
where you can go and say, fuck it, Elite 3, this is where we're going to take our risk at new stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
want haptic feedback because after putting that controller in my hand, that was the one thing I was like, whoa, this is, I could dig this. The footsteps, you can feel literally, you can feel the footsteps in the controller. Raindrops, you feel it on the controller. That kind of stuff,
Yeah.
I want
I
that.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want a microphone on my controller. No, I don't want that. I don't want to blow on my controller. That's not my thing. Um, yeah, I don't want to do that. You guys know already my opinion on that. And I don't want the triggers. It feels like literally, it feels like I'm
Yeah.
breaking the triggers. Like every time it pulls back on me, I
Well,
was playing 2K.
the resistance that it's giving
Yeah,
you. Yeah.
I was playing 2K and shooting the ball felt like I was like literally almost about to break the trigger because it senses them, like it pushes back. It's what
Yeah.
it does. It has a motor in it that pushes you back, pushes like a resistance. And I'm going, I really don't like when I was playing Ratchet and Clank. Ugh, like even shooting the guns in that game, you feel the tension. I'm going, I can't.
Yeah.
And to it's a good innovation. It's great that the technology was moved forward in that kind of in that sense, but we also got to think about battery life on that controller, man. Like, literally, I was
Yeah.
playing. I was telling you last week, I played Astrobot, and literally in about 2 to 3 hours, the controller's already telling me to plug it in. I'm going, fuck, like, okay. And I had
Mm-hmm.
everything on because that's a tech demo game
Yeah.
for that controller, and it like literally juiced it out. It like nuked my controller, where I had a plug. Now I'm tethered, and not to say my dog tripped over that shit. I don't know how people tether their shit to charge. That's crazy, but
Yeah.
like that thing there, I'm like. I don't know, man. I feel. I think a lot of people got a like like kind of weird there where they
Yeah.
thought that he meant, oh, he wants a dual sense on the play on the Xbox. That's not what he meant. He just meant he wants to try some of that innovation on our end as well, but not with not with the vanilla controller. I'm sure. Excuse me. I'm sure he was talking about the Elite controller, which, by the way, is probably coming soon. It's probably going to be coming soon, especially now that he's talking like this.
Like around the holiday, I could probably see that
Of course,
again, like another
I think he's
November.
always
Yeah.
been dropped around October, November. I believe, like the first and the second
Isn't
one.
it kind of too soon though? I mean, when did we get the Elite 2?
It's
Elite
been. Hasn't
Two,
it been
I
a
think it
year?
was mid-cycle Xbox One, I believe.
Oh, so
Really?
it's
It's
been
been
a
out
while
for
then.
it's been a while. I mean, correct me, Chad. I don't know. I don't have the two. I have the one still. That shit fell apart on me, but um,
Well, I still
cor-
have my one, and I'm getting
have your one?
freaking flobbies.
All
Like,
that came off on mine. That's all gone on mine.
Where did you buy? What? Wait, was
Oh,
that
he
the
got the
Gears?
gears.
He's got the gear.
Yeah, he
He's
got
got the
the
Gears one.
gears one.
yeah.
Flex it.
No.
Woo!
I bought this and I put it on it myself. It's not the Gears one. It's
Never
still
mind.
the
We just take
no.
that back.
I upgraded. I upgraded.
Unflex. Yay. Okay.
That was a custom job that he did there.
Custom
Even
job.
that's
Yeah.
even good. That's a good thing. But I like the Elite, and hopefully when the Elite 3 comes, I didn't get the 2. I don't know why I didn't get the 2. I think because I had the bad taste with the Elite 1.
November
You know,
4th, 2019.
there you go. So
It's gonna be 2
Jesus.
years. 2 years.
Oh, so I was way off.
2 years, dude.
Oh, I was way. So it came at the end of the
At
Xbox
the
One
end of
cycle. Okay, so
end of
it'd
the
be a
Xbox
while.
One cycle.
Well, can you look up when the first one came out?
Yeah,
I
that
think
was around. I want to say 2014.
So every
No,
3 or 4 years.
no, 2015. No, 15 or 16 actually, because I remember being in Vegas and buying them.
Yeah, that's
We were
right.
at Vegas Best Buy, so it was about It was
Okay.
2015 that they came out. Yeah, because I remember pre-ordering them.
Okay, so then it's safe to say every 5 years between
Well, it
both.
was between those two, but
Between
what's to
those
say
two.
now with this kind of talk, maybe we
No.
get one a little bit sooner. Maybe we get a
That's what I'm saying.
maybe we get a refresh.
If you've been paying attention to every time Phil D does these interviews, and he's talking about something we haven't heard yet, it's almost like it's coming soon.
Yeah,
Like it's in codes, like and I expect the Elite 3, obviously the Elite 3 to be on.
it's like
sometime.
I can't tell you that we're working on it, but we're
They
working
are.
on it.
They
Yeah.
are. Yeah. I mean, they just launched the controller site, so I mean, we got that already.
And Design Labs is
The
awesome,
Design
man.
Lab. Oh, that's an awesome thing. Design Labs. A bunch of you guys went out there.
I
and
see some really
posted
cool
pictures.
builds, man.
Hell yeah, some really good builds on that. I haven't tried. If I end up doing that, which I might, but I think I'm gonna hold on for the Elite 3. I don't think I'm gonna go to Design Labs, especially after
tried.
getting these bad boys right here.
I
These
tried
bad-
designing one. How much do they go for? What is it like when you actually fully customize it?
The what the it depends. I think the highest, I mean, you can go high, but it all depends on what you want to do to control. I think the highest you can do is like I don't think it's more than $200.
All right, hold on. So for those who haven't
Build a
seen
crazy
this
one.
yet,
Build a crazy one.
all right. So I forgot what theme I was going with. I think I was
Yeah,
trying
but
to
can
do
you
like
do like the elite style with the design
no.
lamps?
So this is the
Or
only thing
No,
with
you
this.
can't.
This is
It's only
this is
colors.
only based on this is only basically for colors and just and engravement like customization and
Engravement.
stuff.
Well,
I think that's probably where the
I
money
wouldn't
is.
even call it engraving. That's
It's
just more
10
like just fucking
laser,
putting. Yeah, laser.
a laser. Yeah,
Is it a laser?
yeah.
Is that
That's it.
okay?
Literally says. Well, it
yeah,
has.
laser with a laser engraved
Yeah.
message.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Laser engraved message, which is cool. The
Yeah, I would
bumpers
just
you
put my
could
name on it, like
change.
Sensei or something.
This is cool. Like, yeah, you get the green bumpers.
I'll probably put
The
like
green
a
strips.
message right in the middle of the control that says "fuck them kids," something like that.
Where's the back? Oh, here's the back. I didn't select it. All
Stone
right.
King. The V2 Elite V2 was ready in 2018. It was held back a year. Oh, it was held back a year. So it was supposed to be 2018, but it came out in 2019.
This is where I wish you could almost add the colors. I wish, but this is. I think those are. I think these are cool with the white buttons.
I like the white buttons.
And then I think you could even do the menu buttons. See, that's another thing too with the menu buttons. I'd probably make it the same way. Couldn't you? Can't you change? You couldn't change this, I guess, right?
No,
This was
the
default.
light up. No, that stays
Okay.
default. Yeah.
And then laser. Here we turn it on.
$10 for your fucking name.
Yeah, well, so $79.98. It would be ready by August 13th.
Man, I'm way off, man. I said $200 the highest. I don't know. Maybe it can get that high. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you add more stuff to it? No, that's just it,
No,
right?
that's it. Yeah, 80
I
bucks.
mean, it would be probably a good gift for somebody, but I don't know if I would spend that much on that. I think I've seen better controller plates like on Amazon that I would
Potion.
rather do.
None of that shit in the chats, Potion. None of that. What the hell you talking about with it? Making me look bad over here. I was held back a few years. Well, unless you mean that in a good way. I don't know. I don't know how to take that. I don't know how to take that. But what do you guys think about the controller thing? You guys think Phil was talking Elite 3 or was he just talking, I really, really want what the PS controller is doing right now on our ecosystem? Is that what you think he's talking about, or let me know.
Probably innovation. I don't know.
I'm thinking innovation, yeah.
Yeah.
They already have that space with Elite. That's what I'm saying. It's just
Yeah.
why would he be talking about making a whole brand new controller when you already got the Elite space? Like that's it. That's
For sure.
yeah. And I don't know.
They might make two versions of the Elite though. Like maybe people who don't want the extra stuff
How
on the
about
controller.
just one with the just give me the controller with the hair triggers and the paddle.
Yeah.
And then give me where I can't change out thumbsticks and buttons. Maybe
Yeah.
that takes away from it or maybe just give me a controller that has the paddles that are just always there all the time.
I got it right now. Xbox Elite version 3 Pro. Pro version.
3 and
Pro.
then 3, and then 3 and then 3 Pro for like the
like a SKU, different SKU, the Pro version and the basic version.
But they could do one that doesn't cost, because I know your big thing was like to 180 being kind of high, but I told you the original one launched, it was $200.
Oh yeah, with the company.
The very first one it was $200. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's all relative.
I think what going with the theme that they did with this generation with the S and the X.
Yeah,
you would go with a Pro and a basic. I mean, I don't know.
That would be cool.
I mean, even Stone King, this is something I would hope they can do. They would do with the 20th anniversary of Halo coming up. The V3 being Halo themed, like putting Halo on that bad boy, and
we're not yet
20 years.
But I think they might shoot themselves. I think there might be a version, a SKU for that, but that it'll be a limited edition one. I don't think that they'll actually.
Knowing them doing that, yeah.
I don't see them doing a full, because you know how many people be like, I don't want this Halo shit on my controller, and how that would probably turn a lot of people off just out of spite. I know. I feel the same. No. I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with you 100%. But it's like
you don't have to buy it. How about that? I mean, you're not. They don't go in your house, kick your fucking door down, and go give me a fucking wallet. You're getting the shit. They don't do that. They literally are selling something, and you say yes or no too. If you feel offended because they're selling something that you don't want, check your life out. Check something. Go walk outside. Hit a gym. Get some sun. Do something. Because at that point, if you're going, oh fuck, here we go again, a Halo controller. I don't want this shit.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. You're literally getting mad at something you don't want. Think about that.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't want, and I only say it in the way of if that's the only option they give you. Yeah. I don't see that, but I see that could possibly be an option that they give you, which would be awesome.
I would
Yeah,
like
I think
that. 20 years
be
on
cool.
that, like
Yeah.
20-year branded
Because
Halo.
we're probably not getting a specially themed Xbox, dude. You know, like me, like tell me that we're getting like an Xbox Series X with like I don't
Oh,
know, like chiefed up or something like that, like
and you
special, like
power it on with
thing
the
on it,
sound of the
and
whole Halo sound.
you get the Halo sound of it when you
Yeah.
hit the button on it or whatever. That would be dope, but I don't think we're getting that only because of what's been going on and stuff.
I just think this time around with the design of these consoles on the Xbox side, I don't think they're gonna like even 360 did the face plates.
Yeah.
The One X or One didn't really do much with the design
Yeah.
of it. And then I mean they did the One S, but I don't I don't I don't think they
Those
want
you
that
got different
market no
versions. You
more.
got the Minecraft version. You got the different
Yeah,
to
yeah.
appeal to different, like the mine. But I think
On the
they
One
rather
S.
keep that correct on the
Yeah.
S. I think they rather keep that to the controllers. Like I
Yeah.
guess they'll say like, here, customize your controllers, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do, with the consoles and stuff like that. Because I think they're still on the whole mindset of no, it's adult gaming too. It's not just kids. So aesthetically pleasing. How does this look in your living room? How does this look on your game setup and stuff like that? Like we don't want to make it where it's like all like somebody comes in and be like, what the fuck is that? And you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's
Yeah. Yeah.
you know
People hate options. Oh, hey, what's up, money? Money to the chat.
yeah,
People
man.
hate options. They want to be told. It's how I feel. Like it just it. I don't know. I feel like I
Sure.
wake up sometimes. I wake up from bed and I'm in bizarro world with the way people think nowadays, with the way people react
Yeah.
for no reason, react to things that don't affect them. Like, and
Yeah. How they over
I'm
right.
offended because you didn't mention me. Like, who the fuck
Yes.
are you? Like, I
Yeah.
don't
Right.
like stop.
I
Um,
know.
and I guarantee, and I guess I don't know. I always say this, like the way we gained back then with the party chat, the way when it first came out. I don't think this generation will survive those party chats, man. The gamers
You
of this
remember the
generation,
chats that you remember
fuck,
the chats that
man,
we used to have in? Let's go down the list
bro,
real
it's
quick.
just
Me, Harpy, you, Reckless, Money.
money.
I'm just even thinking. Give me Call of Duty days. True,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
I mean, we
Call of
got
Duty
people
days.
that we haven't
True
heard in a
Sight,
long
like we
time in the
haven't heard
Call
in
of
a long
Duty.
time. Like you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like we literally had lobbies where we
Chanelfer,
couldn't.
Chanelfer.
Oh my dude, we like literally just go down the fucking list, man. And there were so many people inside of the party chat, and then we just talk it over each other. We couldn't get
Just
a word across.
just go fuck yourself is the chat that we had. Like literally, it was one of those times where it's like when the party chat first came out, everybody's like, "Wait, we can get on one fucking channel and just
And not have
talk."
to worry about being talking in the game and stuff.
Because
Just
back then we had to go into like a private chat and Call of Duty
It
just
was a
so we could all
private chat.
get
Yes,
together.
yeah, it was private chat,
That
and
was
it
the
was
only
like,
way we could get the
and
amount
I
of
think it
people
was only like
to
4
talk.
people at a time at that point. It wasn't that many people you could put
Well,
in a
yeah.
private chat. It
Once they
wasn't that
started
many.
doing the private chat,
Yeah.
and then we were able to get up to like 6 people, and then that's just like then we had to split parties, and
Remember
then
those? Remember those were like, oh, by the way, now you can do 10 in a party or 6 in a party. Like,
yeah,
oh shit! Back in the days, then we had to split our parties because
well, back then we were
our
watching
group was
when Netflix
huge.
first came onto the Xbox. They were doing
The
Reborn,
fucking the
Reborn, and
theater
Harvey. They would
shit.
do the theater shit. You guys would sit
I
down
miss that.
and watch
Fucking miss
Netflix
that,
shit
bro.
together through the
I miss
Xbox and
that,
shit
bro,
like
because you was
that.
able to link that shit and watch the fucking Netflix on. Like I miss that. That and
No,
what's
oh
that?
look at Turpin. Remember, this is funny. We'll appreciate this. Attempting to
I
get a
remember.
word in when I joined some of those Xbox chats. Specifically, I remember sometimes some people would just join our chats and literally we would just be talking and then we would just hear the disconnect and we were like, "Who the fuck was that?" Okay, whatever. Anyway, like we wouldn't even realize that they were in the chat or
Yes,
not because we were
yes,
we were just going on our talk. Like we didn't know who the fuck joined. It's not like Discord where you could see it. You
bro.
don't just hear the sound. You can visit like
The people, the amount of people in our party chat was so long that you had to like click on the actual like
scroll
list and
down.
scroll. That's how big these. And we, like Harvey said, we would have to break the fucking party up because our party was so fucking big that you would have pie eaters movie.
oh man, here we go,
No,
here
no,
we go. It's cake eaters.
it's cake eaters. Yes, it's cake eaters. But yeah, man, those party chats were amazing back then. The gaming was amazing back then. I don't think. I don't think we will never get back to those times, man.
That was a golden era
It
for
was a golden
online
era
gaming.
for online gaming, and
Right, specifically on the Xbox, like on the
yeah,
for console online gaming, that was a golden era.
Can you
it was.
imagine if we had a record button back then?
Bro,
We'd all
this is
We'd
what I'm
all
saying.
we'd all be fucking YouTube. I don't even want to forget about it. We'd either all be canceled and like arrested for something
Right.
stupid, or
Yeah.
it's one of the two. We'd either all be famous, like like fucking David Dobrik and the Vlog Squad, or
Yeah.
we literally would just all be fucking somewhere just
Could you imagine
irrelevant,
that shit though? Oh my
Yeah.
god, a
dude.
record button on those chats. I mean, it because we had some interesting topics.
Pure
We did
gold. The talking, the cracking jokes, the funny shit. Even when we used to fucking fight, imagine recording some of those fights and just,
all that shit,
oh
man,
my
And
god,
we
like
would go
fighting
on
like
for hours,
bro.
like over five
Hours,
hours
fucking
sometimes, just
hours, man.
talking.
And
the Destiny, dude.
we
The
thought we were
Destiny
hot shit
lobbies,
back then, man. We
dude.
thought
The
we were hot
Destiny
shit back then.
kills the Destiny lobbies that we had with me, Reborn, Heartbeat, Angel, E, and then I forget who was our six back then. I don't even know.
No,
Who
it
am I
wasn't me.
forgetting?
It wasn't me.
I sometimes like we'd have like a six in and out. I don't even know. Ben sometimes would join, but
Ben
we'd
would
have a
join
six,
sometimes.
and
Yeah.
then we're just fucking doing Crota and fucking up,
Mm.
like fucking up Crota like nine times in a row for no
I couldn't
reason.
even get a
Like,
fucking Gallahorns until they nerfed the shit and made
oh
it
my,
something
or
different. That's when I
E
got.
not
That's when I
getting,
got two
no
Gallahorns.
dude,
I'm like,
E
fuck.
not getting the fucking the Crota rocket launcher. Every time that we fucking launch in and play
Yeah.
Destiny 1, he never got the rocket launcher for as
I
many
never,
times
bro.
that we've
I
run
didn't
the
get
raid.
it to the very end of that fucking the way it used to be. Remember how
Yeah,
they changed it, they nerfed it. I didn't get I got two of them after they nerfed them. Like, oh, now you fucking want to give me two drops of this shit? I don't need it. And it was like shooting water fucking cannons. After I got it, I'm like, oh, this is not doing shit.
yeah,
You know, money. B squad. That's right. B squad.
that's right. B Squad.
Oh
B
shit.
squad.
What are we
Yeah.
talking about next, Kills?
What we talking about next? We talking about that's it. I mean, unless Harvey has something you want to like get off his chest or talk about, or have a
Well,
I,
topic you want to talk
actually,
about.
we could do the Ubisoft thing real quick and maybe tail back
Oh,
into more
right.
Heartbeat hate.
We could
Let's
do
do
that.
the news of the day real quick, and then we'll kind of just
'Cause that
bullshit.
dropped today, right? That was
So
today. That dropped.
so I'll pull this back up. So this is pretty cool, and I'll just go right here. Yeah. So this is a thing.
That's
And I'll
tomorrow,
get
right?
right. Yeah.
Tomorrow, okay, 11
So
p.m., 11 a.m. Pacific time, which would be 2 o'clock our time. Okay,
so
Eastern
they
time.
just tweeted out today that we're getting a new Tom Clancy game announced tomorrow.
Okay, so they didn't retweet Homeboy. What's
So
his
they
name?
retweeted Homeboy first from.
Okay.
I mean, and I could actually
From
pull it up.
Sledgehammer, or what used to be Sledgehammer.
Do we actually know? Yeah, I forget his name.
I got it here. Let me see.
Write his name so I could like literally go into
Hold
it.
on, I gotta find the retweet that I did. Oh, chat, can you guys tell us the guy that worked
Yeah,
that is
anybody have
working
that
on this
name? I
game?
think missing new. I'm sure a couple of people.
A couple of people. Let me see here. I retweeted it, so let me look at it.
I mean, listen. The biggest thing is if this. Here we are, and missing said it.
Mark Rubin.
Okay.
Mark Rubin. He
Rubin.
used to work on Call of Duties. He was the one that worked with Sledgehammer. He had left Sledgehammer, and now this is what he's been working on. He went to Ubisoft, and now he's teasing that tomorrow will be a big announcement on the Tom Clancy game, the Tom Clancy world that he's been working on. A lot of people are speculating in Splinter Cell, and I'm gonna tell you right now, stop it. It's not. It's not fucking Splinter Cell. I'm gonna crush them hopes and dreams. It is not Splinter Cell.
You're
You
saying
don't
that
want.
what if it? I was gonna say, what if it is though?
No. Okay, so let me go that route then. You wouldn't want a Splinter Cell coming from this Ubisoft, not the way they are right
What about
now.
this guy from
You
Call
don't
of
want
Duty?
it.
Maybe there's new direction.
He still
Maybe,
works for Ubisoft. If you notice the colors that they use for that teaser, it's like the new colorful, that whole colorful thing where there was a teaser, like a little GIF teaser where it showed
yeah,
those little colorful things. It reminded me of the game they're working on. They just delayed, the Riders Republic, with the bikes
this
and
one.
everything. That right there, the colorful
This re-
stuff.
you know what this reminded me of?
can't see Splinter Cell in that kind of, I don't know, that
This
I
reminded me of Watch Dogs, like Watch Dogs promo, like Watch Dogs 2 almost, like something
yeah,
like kind of like
yeah,
glitchy and like
yeah.
that, like you know what I mean? Like they were
I
even.
just look. I'll go this route,
Oh,
logic.
that's not.
I don't want it to be Splinter Cell. I know a lot of us, including myself, want a Splinter Cell game. I don't want it coming from this studio. Sell the IP to somebody who can handle that game, but I don't want Ubisoft to handle this fucking game.
I
I
agree.
don't.
But then
Especially now that they're doing the whole live service and the whole changing up the format. They even fucking Assassin's Creed is becoming a live service. You really want a Splinter Cell to become that?
no, I don't personally, and I don't think Heartbeat would either. I don't want to
No.
speak for Heartbeat, but and I'll open this up to both you guys. So if not Splinter Cell, what can I mean? So Tom Clancy, like, what are we thinking at this point? Like,
So
what,
Tom Clancy, it's gonna be Plants vs Zombies: Garden Warfare.
All the way, all the way.
it's
It's
EA.
li-
It's EA. You can't even. It's EA.
That's
You can't even make.
game. Yeah.
Well, when you make a prediction on what Tom Clancy game it might be, you have to think live service. What fits in that in that world of
Are we
live service.
automatically just assuming though, because like they have a game like Division and stuff like that that already is a live service game?
Bro,
Like I don't know if
that's
they
where
would
they're going with it, and they already like Division's already doing it. You got what's
Hawks.
that game?
Hey, wait a second, hold on, timeout. I remember. Listen, Hawks was the
That
shit.
was Ubisoft.
That was
Yeah,
yes,
that was
that
Tom
was Tom
Clancy.
Clancy.
Ooh, that's right. That
Hawk,
was a Tom Clancy
Heartbeat had
game.
didn't you have the flight stick, Heartbeat?
I did have the Flight Sticks.
Didn't that
Hawk,
tie into the Rainbow world?
yeah,
It
Tom
did.
Clancy. That
It
was
did,
funny
right?
missing.
Because you spoke
It
to the
did.
guy, you spoke to the main character on Rainbow.
During Ghost. One of the Ghost. Was it Rainbow, or I thought it was the
No,
Ghost?
it
The
was
Ghost
not
Recon?
Rainbow. It was
Ghost, I thought it was
I
Ghost
mean, it was
Recon.
Rainbow, but it's was it? I don't think it was Ghost Recon. You're right. Yeah,
I think it was
the main guy. The main
You were
guy.
talking to the main guy from Ghost, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
while they were
remember
doing
that.
missions on the ground,
Yes.
you were up in
You were
the
like,
You were supporting.
planes.
Yeah.
yes.
Tom Clancy's Modern Warfare.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Oh man, but
So,
I don't know.
hopefully, hopefully
don't
it's
know.
not the RTS Tom Clancy that they did a while ago. Yeah,
and War,
yeah.
and War, I
and
believe it was
War.
called.
Yeah,
Yeah,
See, but that wasn't. But see,
It wasn't
personally,
bad.
I don't mind RT. But yeah, but that would be that would be a letdown to right now. Like I don't know, maybe a
well,
third.
I don't think this guy Mark Rubin. That's not his style. That's not
That's
what
not
he's
his like. Yeah, that's
no.
not what he's. Well,
You're
at
probably
least
gonna
especially.
you're gonna expect a first person shooter out of him because that's what he
Yeah.
does. So if it is
so
Splinter
then it
Cell,
can't be Splinter Cell
Wait,
then,
so
right?
no, but
'Cause-
can you imagine though? Like maybe a Ghost Recon, maybe
I'll
Ghost
another
Recon,
Ghost Recon, a
hold on,
reboot.
but actually, or a Ghost Recon game that goes first person. Can you imagine a first person Ghost Recon game?
Because the second Ghost Recon game that came out recently is garbage. And
Or
I don't
maybe
use
like
that.
one of those old like I don't know if it could be Rainbow because we already saw, but like imagine like because we already got Rainbow as far as like we got the quarantine like the zombie one coming out. Could you imagine like almost like a Rainbow similar to like how Vegas was maybe like even like what we talked about like
I
with
miss Vegas, man. I
like
fucking miss Vegas.
like
I
you know
miss
if we
Vegas.
get something
Or they might even surprise us and bring back fucking Patriot.
that's what Patriot that's what I was trying to go with.
What Siege
Yes.
became?
Yes.
Imagine if this guy blows our mind and go, you remember
And
Patriot?
we
I
get a
brought the
co-op.
fucking
We
thing
get a
back.
we get a co-op experience, like a full-on, not like
I want that.
multiplayer.
I
We
want
get like
that.
a full-on co-op experience, but like with that would be sick, dude.
You guys remember, chat? You guys remember fucking Patriot when it showed that shit off, and the wife got abducted. The husband had to shoot the target on the bridge. All that, like that was the game that they were working on before it became
Yeah.
what we know what today is called Siege. Which it was kind of when they introduced that, it was like, what is this? It was a letdown, but then it caught steam some way somehow. See how I tied that into our topic? It caught steam somehow, and it rolled into what it is today. I mean, that and For Honor are two games that are live services that are like huge right now. Ubisoft tasted that money; they see what's the lucrative part of that business, and that's what they want to bring to the table now. So, man, could you imagine Patriots though? Tom Clancy's fucking Rainbow Six Patriots. Listen, I want a whole Rainbow Six fucking Vegas shit back. I want that
Yeah.
back. This could be it. Could be that.
Yeah.
It could be a remaster, reboot, or remake
Yeah.
of
So the good thing
the
is,
whole Vegas.
and here's the best part about it: we don't have to wait long. It's tomorrow, 11 o'clock Pacific.
See, I love that. I
2
love that they
o'clock
do that.
Eastern.
I love they do that. They don't.
It's not
They
like
don't say
imagine they
a month
tease
from
you and
now.
then a month from now. It's
Yeah.
like, but you know what else is this week too? Is we're getting the EA event as well.
The
So
EA
I know we didn't. So we're getting EA Play. We're getting more Battlefield. We're getting more. You know what I mean? We're
Yay,
getting
more content.
more content. Yay!
Oh,
So,
speaking of Battlefield.
Speaking of Battlefield,
Yes, speaking of Battlefield. I have to moment of silence for our boy Money. Um, he won't be able to cross gen with us when it comes to that game. He has the Xbox.
no. Money's getting a fucking next gen system
Okay.
by the time this thing comes
Okay.
out.
All
Even if it's to the fact that like
I don't think so.
No, it's gonna it's gonna happen. No.
He's like, nope.
It's been
Listen.
like 5 years. We've been trying to get him to build a PC, and
No, or even just no. But a Series S gets him to play at this point. So now, it doesn't have to be the Series X and stuff like that. But it's just finding the right time. They're becoming more readily available. There's no fucking excuse. There really isn't. He's getting one. He will have one. We will be gaming, and that's it. And then it'll be me. But here's the thing, though. It's like me. I'm gonna have my PC brethren. And I'm going to have, Battlefield's going to be on the PC. And then because maybe we don't do the crossplay, because that's another thing, too. Remember, they already said that crossplay is enabled. But, I got to be on Xbox and PC. I don't know how that's going to really go so far. I already see myself having it on both the PC and the Xbox. And, yeah, that's a pretty expensive thing. But hopefully I earn enough reward points so I don't have to pay that much on the Xbox. And, yeah, man.
So rewards.
Give it a few months.
Shout out to rewards.
Game Pass will get it soon.
I think eventually Game Pass Battlefield.
Oh, that's of course, because I
I
mean,
think so. Yeah,
it takes what after with EA Pass alone, it takes a couple of months before it hits EA Pass.
yeah.
I mean, we just got UCF, UCF. Wow, I'm in Florida.
No, you're good.
UFC 4. We just got that on the Game Pass through the EA Pass, so that's gonna
Yep.
happen. I can't. That the only FOMO I got is that one right there. I cannot wait for. I can't wait that many months to get this. It will be picked up, and yes, I'm buying the biggest fucking
And
package they got. I'm buying that whole shit, so y'all can get mad all y'all want. $70 for single player, no single player. Fuck it. I'm buying the multiplayer because it gives me hundreds and hundreds of hours of fun with these guys.
yeah,
So for me, it's worth paying the $70 plus if I want to go with the big package. So I'm doing that, and I got rewards because I do it. I game smart. I fucking use my rewards to discount my shit or buy the whole thing completely. Wow. So I do that shit. So
Take notice, people. Kill's excited for Battlefield. This is a first.
yeah, wait, yeah, this way. See, he knows, man. I've
because
you
this
guys.
is he's captain. That's Captain fucking Call of Duty up there. He is a story. I feel like the Brady Bunch at this point.
That's
Here's
me.
a story
That's
by a
me. I'm
name
the, I'm,
by
I'm
a
that
man
guy
named
that
Sensei.
what's that like I would hate on the game and still play it for
Yeah,
Yeah.
years. For years, everybody moved on. I'm still fucking Call of Duty. I got my flag planted. Let's go. I'm
there
playing.
were
I'm
about two
that guy.
years. There were about 2 years that I not had to, but that I bought Call of Duty for Heartbeat. I could remember at least 2 years that because I wanted him. He refused to fucking buy the game, and I wanted
Still.
him and it's still, but I understand more so why now, but just because I wanted him to be able to play with us, and that's just not, that wasn't like his, like he was still now starting to get into the whole Borderlands looter shooter, like that kind of thing, and I didn't understand that yet, and I've until my head got switched and I was like, oh wait, these games are fun too, and I was just all about FPS still, like with that. But I literally remember buying him 2 Call of Duty games, not because he needed me to, but because that was the only way that I could get him to play the fucking game.
It was
Like with
Advanced
us.
Warfare and the one after that one.
Which also weren't the best. Like, I mean, then again,
I know.
looking back at it
I
now,
like the Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare is pretty cool because it was like a whole different twist on the whole Call of Duty thing, and that's why it's like
Yeah.
maybe we need some jetpacks again. Maybe it's been too many years now that we cried about boots on the ground, and maybe I could use some Black Ops 3 jetpacks and stuff, because I even think that was probably Black Ops 3 was probably the pinnacle of how jetpacks worked in the game. Me personally,
I was not.
It
I'm not
was
a.
too
I
much.
never hated the
that's
advanced. Was it
me
advanced or infinite?
personally.
Which one did it first? Advanced or infinite? No, advanced.
Advanced
Advanced.
Advanced. I
Sledgehammer.
was
It
not
was
a. I was not a. I didn't hate it because the customization in that game was like none other.
yeah.
There was other Call of Duty that came out, but the customization is with the whole how you. I mean, it just looked good.
But dude, but that's how they start. Remember, that's how they started the blue boxes too. Technically, because
Yeah.
remember how you used to have to get weapons from the
Oh yeah,
boxes and
yeah.
stuff.
That part was
The
horrible.
speak is trying to
That
get
would
the
be the
speakeasy.
speakeasy. Yeah.
The
That
speakeasy was the big one, dude.
that was horrible. I 100% that should never be in a game. Period. And it's not for all intents and purposes, it's not no longer in games. That's gone because the battle pass is taking over.
Yeah,
But to me, that wasn't a problem. But then when they started, like every game, every studio under the Activision umbrella for Call of Duty started doing that, I'm like, okay, there was a point, and you guys can like you guys will understand this and appreciate it. There was a point where we knew what studio was creating what and what to expect.
yeah,
Infinity Ward, you know what you're gonna get out of them. Boots on the ground, Modern Warfare, that was the shit. From Treyarch, you would get either the World War game or that war game, or you're gonna get Black
or yeah,
Ops.
those Black Ops that you get the
Right. So
continuation of Black
different
Ops.
styles. You get that different style. And
Yeah,
then they introduced Sledgehammer. They brought their style, their flavor, which is the jetpacking. But
yep.
then from that point, it's like everybody started doing jetpacking. I'm like, what the fuck?
Until everybody
Yeah.
cried and said we need boots on the ground,
We
and
need
then you
boots on the
started
ground. I'm
getting
tired
boots
of
on the
this.
ground. Well,
Yeah.
you got World War II, and that no,
Well,
I
they
played
went
the
way too backwards on the boots on the ground. They literally went, all right, you want boots on the ground? We'll take you back to theater,
you get
the World War II
yeah,
theater.
World War II again. It's like fuck, dude. And then you
Yeah,
get
I don't want
Modern
this.
Warfare 2019, which was dope. As far as boots to the ground, like Call of Duties, like that was sick. And then we get this Black Ops Cold War,
Yep.
like so, which is cool. And story, still haven't played it
What I
yet, but
need from Call of
you
Duty
know,
and any first person shooter game going forward that utilizes a jump fucking button,
mm,
eliminate a jump button in these goddamn
the
games.
bunny hopping is,
Eliminate the bunny hopping. Eliminate the A
or
button. There's
even
no
the
need for
slide
jumping in a first person shooter.
or slide canceling is even the bigger
You have to
offender.
wait for an update for that to be removed or whatever. Like
Yeah,
it was like 8 months into the game cycle before they said, "Oh, and by the way, we can no longer do that."
yeah.
Why did you wait so long, man? It's just I don't understand some of these game design. I'm not a game designer. I don't do these things. I worked on it eons ago, but that was a long time ago. Shit changed from when I did it to now.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like you have a good design, keep the good shit and remove the bad shit and add good shit to it. But
Yep.
they end up removing all the good shit, leaving the bad stuff, and then adding more bad stuff to it. Like,
Sure.
what the fuck is like? Who's over there doing this
doing
shit?
doing almost the exact opposite of what the community wanted you to
Yeah,
do in the first place. It's like you only listen to the community when I guess it would benefit you in the end and stuff like that, but you still found ways to like nickel and dime and shit like that. And
correct.
that's why Activision and that it just turns me off. At least EA kind of learned the error in their ways and said, "All right, let's smarten up because we were getting sued at this point and we just can't, we don't want to pay for the fucking lawyers. So I guess let's not, abuse the
Yeah.
consumers, as far as like
I'm
loot
excited for
boxes and
Battlefield
shit."
this time around. And as
Yeah,
the guys, as the
same.
fellas told you on the panel, I was not a Battlefield guy. I was always I would play maybe a game or two and then just say I'm turned off by it because
Yeah.
at the time with Call of Duty it was in and out, in and out. It was fast paced. It was what I wanted to do, and having to go to work and do double shifts and all this stuff, I needed to get a game in, two games in, and just leave and go.
Yep.
Um, with Battlefield, it felt more like it was just time consuming. The maps are huge, and also the fact that every time I died, I would have to either spawn on a squad, or if you guys were already dead, I had to spawn in one of the locations that's really far from the where I need to be at.
If we did in BF4, if we didn't put a beacon down, like if somebody wasn't
Right.
playing recon and didn't have the beacon set up
and
so you
and
could
I
spawn
didn't
there.
appreciate those type of details back then. I just didn't because it was
Yep.
fast in and out type stuff. So I didn't appreciate it at all. I didn't even think of that way.
Yeah.
Gaming now, when I think of, I guess because I'm older now, but gaming now, I don't want the uber fastness and jumping and 360. Even quick scoping got ridiculous. Like in Call of Duty, where literally I have a whole montage of a guy just spamming the whole left trigger, spamming it,
Yeah.
and still getting headshots.
Yeah.
Something is
Mhm.
broken there when that can happen, but whatever. So I appreciate it more now as an older gamer, and
Or just the scale, like you
the
want to
scale
actually
of it.
take the
Yeah,
scale of the
I
game and
want
how
to
that's
take
going
it
to work.
in now with the 4K and the 120s, and I want to take all that in and actually appreciate the spawn beacon, appreciate that you have that kind of thing to spawn on that. The
Yeah.
wingsuiting, the parachuting, the vehicles, all that. I want to. I'm more appreciative of that kind of stuff now. I think money was the one that got me reintroduced back into the franchise with the first the two Battlefields ago.
Battlefield 1.
He was like, let's play this. I ended up buying it, and I was like, we'll play. I enjoyed the heck out of that game, even though it was a World
Yeah.
War One game. But again, I was playing with my buddies. That
Yep.
makes it a whole lot easier. Then World War Two, the second one that came out is the money. Money ended up saying, I want to play with my guys, so he ended up getting me the game. Didn't like it as much as one, but I played enough of it to go. I'm a Battlefield guy now. I want to play
Yeah.
Battlefield, and now with this modern setting,
Modern.
BF4 look like it just
I've been
brings me
telling
back to that,
Heartbeat,
man.
and dude, and I've been telling Heartbeat, and I didn't get him in here, but I used to tell Heartbeat all the time about the Battlefield that me and my dad played,
Mm.
2142.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I used to tell until I was blue in the fucking face. I used to tell him how good of a Battlefield game, because I think what got us hooked on Battlefield was the original Xbox Modern Combat.
Yeah.
Remember Modern Combat, and
Oh
then
my
actually
god,
getting,
that's
and then
excellent.
getting the 360s, like when we got our
Mhm.
360s, and then playing that version of it, which was still a different version of Battlefield, like for console and stuff, before we got the BF3s or even the Bad Companies, before we really got like actual, like, not good, but like console Battlefield games. But before the Levolution and all of that
Yep.
shit. But when we used to play the one map with the flag Heartbeat, that we off the helicopter, we'd come in, and then the C4 that we'd fucking throw on
Right.
top of the building. It's like, I remember those games. Like, it was some of the most fun games I had. But I was playing with a friend, and we were playing, and we used to do stupid shit in the vehicles, going all the way back then to then now think about 2142 with my dad. Like, the shit that you used to be able to do in that game for a PC game and just Battlefield experience, I wish more people were able to experience that game. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm just so excited that people are getting at least a version of the game that's going to be 100 years prequel, because that's really what it is. But it's along those same lines of, like, like they have that idea in place where it's like it's modern combat. You're going to get modern weapons, but you're going to get some futuristic shit too, man. And it's just going to be, oh man,
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I mean, it's giving me the BF4 vibe with the Levolution and all. It
yep,
just give me that vibe, and that's where I think that's where I turned the corner on Battlefield, playing more and more of it. Because I mean, the whole building coming down, and that the map is one way the first half, and then it changes to another, or even playing what's that, Rush, where
yeah,
like like you
It
Metro
would
where
change.
you start in. Oh my,
You
like,
start in the grass. You get the 2 points. Then
and
the
then you're on the
subway blows
ground.
up, and then you're on the ground of the subway. You get those
It's
two
just
points, and then you go up
amazing.
to the subway top, and then you get those 2 points, and then you go to the end. Yeah, it was pretty
And
cool, man.
that's a pretty good moment for me where I'm going, damn, I'm really not giving any thought to this. I really want to. I like this,
Yeah,
and now with this whole Battlefield coming out, I'm all in. I'm all in on it. We even have a whole thing on Twitter with Nick and them, a bunch of them where we go.
our Twitter. You see what your Twitter name is. My Twitter name is. It's actually pretty funny now. We literally. I
Oh, the
could
names.
be.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
am
the
now.
names.
What am I now? I just professional BF tag snatcher.
Yeah, I'm BF 2042 Tag Snatcher Professional.
There you go.
So
There you go.
yeah,
So we changed our name to that. But I mean, things like that, getting the community going, getting everybody excited. And we keep
yeah,
saying this, you guys, if you guys want to join our party chat, if you see us online and you guys want to join, just join. We're nobodies. We're not like hot shit. We're just
no,
gamers. And we
yeah.
and we love and we thrive on people coming in on our chats and just having a,
We're just like
having a
you
ball.
guys, man. We're just like you guys.
That's what we do. I mean, you may get your random jokes in there from certain individuals. He's also in the chat, like Money and Reborn,
Yeah.
and they get their random stuff in there. But don't come into our chat and expect not to be offended. Please don't do that. Like, we have fun. It's
Yeah.
it's a space that we provide where nobody's judged. Everybody is in there doing their thing, and we're gonna have our discussions. We're gonna have our topics in there as well. Matt joined us a couple of weeks ago, and that shit turned into a whole work session.
Hours. We
Fucking
were
nine
literally in the
nine hours
hours.
of just talking games. That's what we did. And Matt got to know us a little bit more, and he can attest to what we do in these gaming chats. We're trying to get a group together. I know Reborn is probably pissed right now because we tried to get a group together last night for Gang Beast, and we all play Apex. Me, Money, and your brother Draven, and he wanted to get a group together to play some of the Gang Beasts because he's doing the recording and stuff,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do that because I want to put that on the channel and everything. So
Yeah.
that's gonna happen. But other than that, there's nothing else. But the last thing I want to talk about is what you see behind me. It's dark now. I don't know what the hell happened, but let me see
You
if I
can
can
hold.
turn
You
it.
can hold it up.
No, I'm lazy. Fuck that. Just more light. No. Yeah, let's hold it up. All right, cool.
Oh wait, and before you get to that heartbeat, do you want to announce the giveaway that you're providing to the channel?
uh, my gratitude. I'm just,
You should,
Wait.
I have it. I have it right. I have it right here. Do you want to show like what when we get to 1,000 subscribers, what you're actually giving away?
sure, we could show them what they to expect in their imaginary minds. Just
All
know,
right. All right.
just know though, this type of stuff will come if you guys pop up this channel
And
enough
like
that this
and
type of
subscribe.
stuff, like
No
and
bullshit
subscribe.
because we're serious. All right, and I'm just gonna joke around. So Kills, I'm gonna cut you off real quick.
Go
So
ahead, man.
I went to Brooklyn. All right, and I got this man a graphics card because
By the way,
he
Brooklyn is, contrary to popular belief, it's still a functional city. You can walk
yeah
through it. You're not
yeah
gonna get robbed. Okay, so he got this
yeah,
in
and
Brooklyn.
and it's technically it's sunset, but it's nice now. There's a lot of white people. So,
Yeah.
anyways, so it, I could say that because I'm half white. Anyways,
True.
so I went to Micro Center, okay, and I got this man a graphics card because he needs to get some gaming in, and he said, "Let's get this graphics card." So, 6900 XT. It's a listen. This graphics card, and not to, this isn't bragging or anything like that, but the graphics card costs as much as some middle end to high end PC builds. Okay, so he's trying to do some 4K gaming. He's got the 4K screen that he's getting fixed right now through insurance. He's trying to get back into the swing of things. So he's got a 1080 Ti. He needs a new graphics card. So that's
Yeah.
that. But down the like, we don't discriminate here with gaming. Yes, we are Xbox centric and stuff like that. But dude, we meet
As you
Heartbeat.
can see, we talked
Like
about the Steam Deck. We talked about a little bit of PlayStation. We talked
Heartbeat's
about
son plays on Xbox
yeah.
every day. He's got the family account linked up. That was another thing I wanted to bring up too, like another quick topic. Like he, trying to explain to him rewards and like how to use rewards. And maybe I could
Mhm.
ask you this real quick, Kills. Are you and your son? Are you linked through
No,
family?
you can't do the rewards together like that. He does
Okay,
his
so
own
like
rewards. I do mine. So
okay,
what he can do though, and I can do is basically get up to where we're gonna go up to, redeem it, and then like, gift it,
okay,
and then combine it that way. Like if he gets 50 and I get 50, give one of us gift it to each other, and we'll go ahead and just buy whatever we gotta buy. Like that's how we're gonna do the Battlefield.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
it. So yeah, because I was trying to, because his son plays a lot on Xbox, and like it could potentially be earning points, but his son's also kind of on the younger side too. So I don't know about logging in. There's no way like he'll be logging into a phone and stuff. But I was just wondering if anybody on the family plan could still get, so they own their own reward points. I guess is what we're trying to say.
It's all attached to the gamer tag and
Yeah.
your email. So
Okay.
if yeah, it's all separate that way.
Got it.
It's not like the Game Pass or Xbox Live where you can share that.
And do you know
Or
if there's an
like
age restriction for rewards? Like, is it like 18 or older, or is it like 30?
I want to say I want to say there isn't because my son's
Okay.
been doing it since he was, you guys know, he's been doing it since he was like gaming since he was 5.
So
So
since rewards has been a thing, he's been able to like earn
yeah,
rewards
yeah.
basically. Okay.
Even at a 14, 10-year-old, 11-year, like he was doing the same thing. So
Okay. So
that's
yeah.
how he
So
would get his little games back then, like his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
yes.
all the little games. That's how he would get it.
Got it. So yeah, so I said all that to say, so I showed the graphics card. I was joking. That's not going to be a giveaway yet, but like and subscribe and boost the analytics, and possibly that could be a potential giveaway sometime in the future. So, and going forward, Kills, let's talk about the actual giveaway for the
Actual
channel. The actual
giveaway.
giveaway. Let's give a little more
Well,
information about that.
like I ended up fucking heavy handing this shit. I don't know how I ended up getting 2 different ones on a heavy finger, but I ended up getting me 2 of them. These are the 2 that I got. If you guys are familiar with the whole what do you call it, Space Jam
Space Jam.
thing, they did controllers for the Xbox, and the one is the Looney Tunes, or it's inverted.
Oh, Goon Squad, and then the Looney
Toonie,
Tunes.
Toon
Toonie,
Squad.
The
Toon
Toon Squad.
Squad,
Toon
and
Squad and
then
Goon
Goon
Squad.
Squad, right?
Yes.
So these are the controllers I end up getting. I'm gonna hold on to this one. I have not opened it yet or unboxed it. I'm still thinking about what to do with it. I may just gift it as well, but this is the one I'm giving away. This is the purple and black. If you guys know me by now, if you guys been following this pod, but my colors are green and purple. This is the purple Goon Squad controller. I ended up picking this up, but I don't want to play with it. I want to give this to you guys as a giveaway. I mentioned last week that I want to do something where I need to reach a certain amount of subscribers. This is when I get really selly and I really try to sell my channel. If you guys don't mind liking, subscribing, resharing, talking to everybody
Yeah,
about what we're
retweeting.
doing here, retweeting it. I have over 600, almost 700 followers now on Twitter. It shouldn't be that hard for me to get to 250, but this is where I start selling my channel. I want to give to you guys, but in order for us to give, we need the reciprocation. We need that love back. That's just as genuine as I can get. I want to give this controller out to you guys. I said end of August, but that's going to be removed. The goal is once we get to 250,
We will do the giveaway.
we will do the giveaway. I want you
Yeah.
guys to get involved and retweet me. I know you guys enjoy. Some of you guys, most of you guys, are in here every single week.
Yeah.
When I look at the chat, so if you guys want to come in and okay, if you guys want to come in and start retweeting, sharing us, subbing us, like talking to your family members, gamers in your life, just let them know we are an Xbox centric channel, but we talk about everything and we have fun. We
Yeah.
have a lot of fun.
And we're
Hopefully you guys
engaging
enjoy,
too.
and
So
we're engaging. Hopefully you guys are enjoying what we do here in the content, and we want to get bigger. But we need, by getting bigger, it means that we need that reciprocation back. We need that. We need to feel that love as well from you guys. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys who come to this channel every day. Today we had a very special guest, so hopefully we can make this a thing. With Heartbeat coming
Which
in,
is, and we might, and listen, and it might not be like an every week thing, but even with all of our people, the guys and the
everybody,
girls,
yeah.
like when Angel gets back from deployment, getting E on, getting Reborn on,
It's
getting
about
Money
gamers.
on. You've seen we've had podcasts already with Money. This is our core group. Even bringing some of the PC
Yep.
guys in, Kill for Cash. Like getting some other people, in here that are in our circle that we've known
Yeah.
all of our lives. I've known Heartbeat since I've been in the 3rd grade, dude. He's my best friend. We literally, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not a day sometimes that we don't go talking. So it's like, and especially when it comes to this gaming shit, like, this is what we do. This was our hobby. He's expanded a little bit more now. We're going to put his YouTube out in the channel. He's been doing a lot of outdoor ventures. He's been going hiking. He's been like
Look at that.
living, like, he's got a family. He's got a fiance. He has beautiful children, and he's working a lot. But you know what? Like, when this guy gets some time, he goes out hiking. He goes up to Red Rock. He's out in Utah. He loses his phone in Utah because he doesn't pay fucking attention. But you know what I mean? Like, my guy's getting a GoPro soon. He's going to be uploading some cool
that's
vlog.
gonna be nice.
If you guys, want to have some nice content, and guess what? I might be throwing some music to that video. Okay. So you know what? That could be the idea. So get some nice, hiking trails in Utah, in Nevada, in California, because he's only a couple hours away from California, and it's a stone's throw away at that point. So definitely look out for that type of content. And because that's
Yeah.
something that he's passionate about, and he's hyped for being
Correct.
active and being outside and stuff like that. So that's something that you should definitely look forward to, because that's definitely in the works and it's definitely coming out. But we're supporting all of the people that have supported us and that we've been gaming with and stuff like that. We support them equally, and we're going to continue to do that. So
And
Yeah,
Reborn
for
got
sure.
something for you there, Heartbeat. Say he, I called you special, and you smiled, and your head got bigger, an inch bigger.
Yeah, for sure.
Reborn. No, man. Much love to everybody in the chat. Heartbeat. I know. My hope is that this becomes a regular thing, but I understand we all have our lives. But you're more than welcome to come back to the show. You got the keys. You already know that. You got
Yeah.
the keys to this place here. You can more than welcome, like anybody else is more than welcome. And we've extended this before even to our chat, our community.
yeah,
You guys want to,
Yeah.
if you guys feel like coming out, you don't have to turn on your camera. If you guys want to come on and express express how you feel about your game that you're playing, or anything in the gaming community, or anything in your life, whatever it is you want to talk about and want to express that, you're more than welcome to come in here. That's what's different from this pod to others. I include you guys. You guys are here. This is about you guys. This is not. I'm not making money out of this. I don't look to make money out of it. If it does happen, it's a byproduct of it. But I do look to grow and expand so I can keep bringing you guys better content, better
yeah,
background lighting, whatever it is that
yeah,
happens. But just to give you guys more content, and we are working very hard on bringing you gaming content.
yeah.
I'm
Like and share, so I could get the wrinkles out of my green screen.
like and share.
So
like, like
I
and
might be
share so
able
I can
to.
get these t-shirts out reprinted so I can get you guys some swag, some merch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
As you can see,
like,
I'm wearing it.
subscribe,
So
share. Yeah,
we're doing all that. But the more you guys share, the more you guys interact with us, we grow. And the
and the
more
better
we
and the
grow,
better content
the better content. Yeah,
that
you're
we
gonna
bring
get
to you.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna get that better content. The last thing I want to close out with is get ready. We're about to get hit in the next 9 days from the 20th to 29th. We're going to get hit with like 5 games, and if not more, on Game Pass.
yeah.
So you got July 20th. You
I had
guys,
this queued up.
yep. July, there you go. I'm looking at my
I
screen.
literally,
So
I literally had this queued up. Yeah,
I have it on my I have it on my other screen. Chris Tales, July 20th. Last Stop, July 22nd. Flight Simulator, Flight Sim, July 27th. The one I've been waiting for, The Ascent, July 29th. And Omno, which is July 29th. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but Omno, July 29th. These next 5 games plus more are coming to Games Game Pass coming up in the next few days here, in the next week actually. But
yeah.
not only that, they already promised us from here to the end of the year, we're gonna have a few games coming out every single month. So get ready for that. We're about to get games. So Xbox X no games is bullshit. You heard it from me. It's bullshit. We got games over here. We just don't have the one exclusive game, but we do have a variety of games that we
But
can play
those
on
are
the
but
Xbox
those
side.
are coming too. And the first one being the flight simulator. It's been
Hmm.
out on PC. It's coming to the console. And then it's only listen. It's honestly it's all uphill from here. It's not all downhill. It's only uphill from here because our fall is going to be ridiculous.
Hmm.
Okay, when Halo drops, it's going to be ridiculous. All right. And by the way, if you guys haven't done it yet, PSA, sign up for your flight for your in flight. Go to HaloWaypoint.com and sign up because very soon you will be getting those invites for the beta for Halo Infinite. But you make sure that you're signed up, whether it be for PC or for Xbox. Do that. Sign up if you guys want to look to play Halo early. I would do it because they're looking to pop
Oh
this
yeah,
out
I've been
very soon,
I saw that come
very
up on
very
my thing,
soon.
and I went on it really quick because it's gonna come
They're
up really soon.
they're hyping it. Hey, 343's been hyping it. Like all the main Xbox account's been hyping it. Make sure your information is updated. That if you're on PC, update your information, your email address, your contact information. Same thing on Xbox, because you will get that email. And make sure you're checking your spam folders too, just in case. And you'll be able to sign up for the beta. So because those are looking to go out pretty soon.
I want to mention like how you guys put a smile on my face every single time this community that we built here. As soon as I said that, I have Stone King tweeting it out. I have Mr. Kima, man, bless you guys. I thank you guys for doing that on Twitter. That's the energy I'm looking for. I appreciate you guys. Like just doing that alone. That alone is support for the channel. It doesn't have to be about money. It doesn't have to be about gifting stuff. It could be about just that. I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys. That growth is felt. That's very felt. That's it. That's all I got. That's the topics we hit. Unless you guys got something else, I have a final thought. Or do I have a final thought? Or should I leave that for my solo pod where I go crazy?
Leave it for the solo.
Leave for
Okay,
the solo
you,
pod.
leave the spice for the solo because we
Leave
were
the
kind of
spice for
chill.
solo.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. All right, we'll do that. We'll chill. So we leave it at that. So look forward to that solo pod. I'll drop sometime midweek, but I'll let you guys know through the thing. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. I think I already mentioned it, but I want to mention it again. I am on tomorrow's pod. I'm going to be on Dirt's pod tomorrow. I'll be tweeting that as well. I've been invited to that pod. I don't know what they thought about inviting me, but they invited me, and we're going to have some fun on that pod tomorrow. So stay tuned to that. I will be tweeting that out on Twitter. But Dirt's, I think, is at 6:30 Eastern time. He's also on the East Coast, so that's good for me. But I'm gonna be jumping on that pod, and we're gonna shoot the shit. That's their saying. We should, it's just like ours, shoot the shit. But other than that, if you guys have nothing else to say, we always end it on that note, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. The following real quick at Sensei Kills. It's also Sensei Kills gamertag as well too on the socials. It's Heartbeat on the socials. That's Instagram and Twitter as well too. Here, Logic So Sick on the socials. Unit Logic on the Xbox. Man, we'll see you out there. That's it.
That's it. Other than that,
For sure.
guys, I appreciate you guys coming in. We went a little bit over what we usually do, but that's what we do. We don't have a scheduled time. We just talk. But other than that, I have nothing else for you guys. I thank you, each and every one of you guys, for joining us today. Um, I have nothing else until next Sunday, and I love these Sundays, and I hate when it ends, but it has to go because the wife is calling, and I gotta go eat.
Yeah.
So
All
we're
right,
gonna
Kills,
have
take
that
us
date.
out.
So taking
Take
you
us
guys
out.
out, as I always say, happy fucking gaming.